From my hockey, my Rapid League Round 9 action, the Wellington Saints at TSB Bank Arena on the waterfront of Welly, hosting the Otago Nuggets in this Rapid League matchup. Crowd starting to file in for this game and the NZNBL game coming up at 3 p.m. local. Andrew Mulligan, Casey Frank on hand for this one today. Casey, a good game between two Rapid League units who are experienced at this form of the game.
They most definitely are, and the Saints have been playing pretty well, yet have been shooting up the ladder, but a tough test against the Otago Nuggets team that can be pretty powerful on both sides of the ball.
Here is how Rapid League has unfolded through round 9, and you can see Tuatara with a big win over the Canterbury Rams. Giants losing, and then the Giants winning.
Back and forth, it shows a roller coaster. Speaking of roller coaster, Tuatara, 63 points, Rapid League record. That's a lot of points in 16 minutes.
Certainly is, and there's no secret as to why they are top of the ladder, powered by that 63-point performance. Every point matters in Rapid League for the NZNBL standings, which can decide top 6 aspirations and seedings in the playoffs. Here's how the bottom of the ladder looks for Rapid League in 2026. Time now to have a look at the Nuggets starting 5, Casey. What do you like about the 5 that are going to go out there very shortly?
Well, Bazette's been playing pretty well as of late, as has Chisholm, but I thought Piaisi coming back into the Rapid League after getting his first start of the season a couple nights ago. He's maybe the best scorer in the history of the Rapid League, so always nice to have him back down to get a few buckets.
Yeah, Tata Piaisi, Rapid League All-Star 5 win. He's bounced around the league, and now he's at the Nuggets. For the Saints, Muna, Ueli, Chuna, and Gold. Pilcher as well, Casey. And then 2 Tall Blacks vets also on the bench for the NZNBL game. They won't get a run.
Let's hope not.
In Rapid League, that is for sure. More on Jordan and Hiram to come in NZNBL action.
But we take a look at the scoring offenses there for both teams. Pretty close. Middle of the pack scoring, the Saints 4th overall in scoring. Looking at the defensive side, this Nuggets team a little bit better, holding teams at 35. Those shooting percentages, that's going to be key for the Nuggets to just limit the Saints' accuracy and efficiency, especially from deep, if the Nuggets want to stay tight with the top of the table when we get a win in this one.
Ready to get underway here. Callum Welch is crew chief for the Barter Card referees today. Sharon Martin and Pipe are the other 2 referees for today, Sunday afternoon, the penultimate game of Rapid League in round 9. And on the Wellington waterfront, TSB Bank Arena.
Got the black Wellington Rapid League jerseys today.
Black and yellow Wellington colours, and we're underway. It will be Muna with the ball for the Saints.
Sam Munier has been shooting such a high percentage, shooting 50% in the NBL. A little bit more ball in hand in the Rapid League, but no less dangerous.
Munier pulling the trigger on that one. It's long. And nice rebounds.
That's Brendan Uli. What a pickup he's going to be mid-season. It's fantastic a couple seasons ago for the Tuatara, but their loss is the Saints' gain.
McKenzie has it after a couple of Saints misses. Tata Piaisi, former Saint himself.
Yeah, started with Wellington, got a chance with Mena with 2 a season ago, and went down south for a bit more opportunity.
In the corner, that 3 rims out.
Halfway down, a nice find by McKenzie, drawing defenders in the middle before hitting it outside.
Chisholm almost got it, and it's McKenzie who comes away with it again. Looking to push. McKenzie trying to drop it off.
Had a lot of angle there. I think he's passed up a couple of shots already. He needs to be a bit more aggressive offensively for me.
Gold. Straight on 3, short. And Chisholm goes down hard.
Oh,
he stays down as well. And that's an easy bucket for Ueli.
He seems to be hampered by something there. Not sure if he took a shot in the solar plexus or in the nether regions, but either way, wasn't getting up too quickly.
What about the bread basket?
The bread basket, also a place where you do not want to get hit.
Here comes Tata Piaisi with the one-legged shot. And now pushing it is Chuma. No one can pick him up and stop him, and Bazette just has to inbound it. after a nice finish.
Yeah, just a lot of bend but don't break, but bent all the way back to the rim, making it a pretty easy finish for Chunga.
Just not able to be controlled there by Johnny Tippany.
Yeah, excellent weak side defense from Gold there. Drops in, gets a handed to knock it away. And after that, the Nuggets were never able to come back into possession of it. Back to the Saints and looking to build on this 4-point lead. The Nuggets offense just not aggressive enough to start this game off. They're gonna have to get that moving if they want to get some points on the board in the quarter.
Omri just went one way and then faked out the defense and had a clear lane.
This Nuggets team looks stuck in the mud early. You can tell they played a couple games ago. Need to see if they can't find that second gear. I can't find it. Tata Paese halfway down, but rattles out. 6 points to lead, about to be added to with a bucket here for the Saints.
0 for 3 start for the Nuggets. No offensive rebounds. Nice catch. Lost it. Oh, I don't know if he got back and caught that, Casey Frank.
I don't think he did, but...
Ball don't lie. He comes midair with it.
I did like how he jumped in the air, as if, but it was last on the line, it looked like to me, on that possession last this end of the court.
Gold gives it back. Can I say Hassan Minair's shorts? Back to the 90s length.
It's coming back, isn't it?
Yeah. Remember the short revolution of a couple of seasons ago around the world? There's another bucket, this time for Pilcher.
I did not partake. I like the old 90s ones that come to the shins.
We're not talking about 2000s, really. They were also pretty bad.
The 6-inch inseam?
Yeah. It's an 8-0 Saints lead. Tata Paese will take that 3 after Gold goes down and it rattles down for Tata Paese.
Kind of stared him down slow, too, after shoulder charging to the floor. Got that room and knocked it down. Tata Paese picking up where he left off in the Rapid League.
Crossover is good for you, really. And he's got 4 points.
Really powerful scorer. He's been playing his trade in the United States NCAA system. Take a look at Arthur Pilcher.
Pilcher's been the Saints now a couple of seasons at least. He's played age group basketball, Hutt Valley. Jordan Hunt is in the game. Rapid League for the Saints.
Got a sub going. Well, this is when the Finals MVP joins and he's eligible, you normally keep the Finals MVP out of the Rapid League.
Yeah, Hiram Harris is on the bench and available. He's just rejoined the league after being in Japan. Long season in Japan for Hiram Harris. We'll hear more about that in our Sal's NBL coverage. But at the moment, it's going to be Johnny Tippany.
A good, strong drive there. So we take a look at Hiram Harris.
He's not playing.
Welcome back to the Capitol.
He's not playing Rapid.
That you might have that contractually stated somewhere.
Because he's having a banana and he'll just get stitch.
That's a good thing about bananas, though. They're really easy to get through the system. It doesn't feel, it's not like a plate of pasta. Those are my old game day meals.
He might have had a pile of pasta in the underneath the stands there before he came out.
What I think about the pregame meals they used to think were good ideas.
What were some of your pregame meals that you thought was a good idea?
Big, thick carbonara with the cream sauce and the chicken. But this is teams used to give this to us.
How did you dunk with that in your stomach?
I used to have like thirds. In college, we used to go to Olive Garden and have all-you-can-eat salad pasta.
Get your ticket to the big game with that QR code. Chance to win tickets to the season's games. Community groups, school groups, sports groups.
Every kind of group. All thanks to BNZ, inspiring Otago's future basketballers. Oh, it gets there.
Oh, broken up by the Nuggets, though, and that will be a tough first quarter for the Nuggets. The Saints, with a quick break between quarters 1 and 2, have a 6-point lead, 10-4 at quarter time here in Rapid League.
The Nuggets just not finding enough pace. I really would like to see them just lift up that intensity when they're pushing the ball, and also getting back defensively. Need to make this Saints team just a little bit uncomfortable.
And for the Nuggets, just the lone 3 as a field goal. 1 for 2 from the line is Johnny Tippany for Aaron Young's in there coaching up a storm.
He's actually not allowed to do that. That's going to be a fine.
No.
So, but, you know, if we do take a fine, maybe you can get a Sal's Pizza for 20% off. That'll make that fine a little bit lighter. Sal's MVP 26 is the online code, or use that QR code. That'll send you straight to your local, valid until Thursday, the 11th of June. Any large pizza, what's your pick when it's 20% off, Lowe's?
Oh, I'm going like cup pepperoni.
Cup pepperoni, that's the go? See, I like to go with, when it's 20% off, I like to go with the most expensive pizza, so I get the biggest deal.
I didn't ask.
Buffalo chicken. I'll just keep going, Lowe's. I mean, to be fair, I don't think you've asked me a question about myself in the, 15 years we've worked together? But I'm glad.
What I've learned in those 15 years, your opinion is very unsolicited.
It's going to come through. It's coming out.
It'll never stop as Caleb Smiler gets to the cup and gets fouled or head to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. No, you're right, though. That's good economics from you.
It's about getting the best deal possible.
Yeah, it is. So Caleb Smiler at the line for the Nuggets. They need to get something going here offensively, but a good way to get just a feel and a touch is just to get going through the hoop or from the foul line.
Yeah, get to that Chemist Warehouse stripe, see it fall through the twine, makes things going. And Caleb Smiler, he's a guy who could impact this game on both sides, but perhaps like to see him get a little bit aggressive. Overall, I just like to see the Nuggets get some shots inside the paint, a little dependent on the outside jumper early in the first quarter. Looks like they picked up the defense here in the second term, though.
Trying to find Jordan Hunt, broken up. Nuggets get the stop.
Nice drive.
To the cup, strong finish from Smiler.
Right into the chest of gold. Takes him out of the play, and there you see him speeding up a little bit, forcing the Saints to play a bit faster. And down this end, that enables them to get to the offensive end quicker with that transition. And a sped up Saints team has let this lead slip to just 3 points.
And yeah, on the baseline, Jordan Hunt, McKenzie on him, and then McKenzie on the switch, just too aggressive.
Yeah, he was almost switched that like he was in position to show and just dissuade him, but since it was a switch, he could have just basically started sliding with him. Instead, he gets in front. Taking a look at the biggest lead of the game, the Saints were up 8. The Nuggets have closed that shot down.
Aubrey Chunga misses that. Johnny Tippinette brings it up over half court and puts the crossover, and then the spin. Unlucky. Did everything right except get the finish going.
Really most of them sleep a couple of times there for that spin move and that crossover, but unfortunately couldn't get that finish. Nice penetration, though.
Hands up high. Looks for Pilcher's cut, but Munier on the baseline, try to drop it off for Pilcher, who drops to the floor to try and save it. Somehow ends up with the Saints' hands with 2 seconds, and then McKenzie with the foul.
Just exactly how they drew it up. Threw hands all over the place. Can't really get a handle on it until late. And the good hustle. Get to the ball first. Chunga notices that the closeout is a little short. Gets to the baseline. Takes the little bit of contact and off to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. And a chance to clip this lead all the way down to 1. Chunga locks that one down, despite somebody from the other team saying that was one off. That's what I heard. And the mics are picking things up well today.
It's quiet in the gym for Rapid League. Can't get the seconds. McKenzie pulls down that rebound in between Gold and Hunt. Now brings it up. No Matt Bardsley in the game for the Nuggets. Probably won't get a run. He's stripped, is he? No, he's not. He's in the starting. He's got the stand up at the back there, so running with the 6 at both teams.
Yeah, the Nuggets been tinkering with their NBL starting lineup for the last few weeks. Had some players coming in and out for personal reasons. They're hoping they find that right combination today as they come up against the Saints squad that's been very talented. We're still here in the first half of the Rapid League.
Really, he is excellent Sal's NBL. start to his career before he went to college, as that's a foul waved off though. The Tuatara, Braden, you really?
He was at Menlo Park College for a couple of years as well. I'm not sure where he went to school last year, coming back. A little bit surprised to see him so far south.
Yuli actually also played for the Bulls.
Bulls originally, that's correct.
Final 2 years at Lynn University, is that what you said?
Started at Menlo Park and then Lynn University to finish.
Lynn University to finish up. Last 2 years there's Hunt. Makes the second. Strong bench when you look at it for the Sal's NBL for the Saints, when you've got Hiram Harris and Jordan Hunt coming off the bench.
Yeah, it looks like teams are pretty much finally completed with their rosters. Trade deadline passed, no action into this season. I don't think anybody was too keen to help anyone else out.
No one wants to help the rich get richer. Straight on 3 is good. That's Chisholm knocking that down. Oak Chisholm.
No hesitation, really lined that up, a lot of confidence. And that's an 11-10 ball game. Sorry, 13-10 ball game.
Saints slow down a little bit. Nuggets have done really well, as Pelcher's made life really hard for Chisholm there. He just gets it under his arms and flips it up and in.
Jalen Brunson-esque footwork down there in the post by Pilcher, and gets the steal on the side. That's Brunson-esque as well.
Muniz straight to the cup. Had options to his left and right.
And he took the straight right down there, gets the layup. The Saints burst out offensively. A couple of buckets in less than 8 seconds, and suddenly it's a little bit out of reach once again. Thought Paese needs to do something special.
Missed the handle. Muniz all over him. Those two have battled across multiple seasons in Rapid League and at trainings together.
Well, this time Thought Paese comes out on top. Nice aggressive drive. I appreciate that he doesn't settle for the jumper despite being so prolific from beyond the arc. Instead, gets 2 feet in the paint, takes that contact, and a chance to stop this 5-point run by the Saints with a couple of shots from the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Educated at Tawa College, played for the Saints in 2024. Fata Paese comes in averaging 8.5 and 2 rebounds, 2 assists a game in Rapid League. Incredible in the 63-point win, no Rapid League 555 for a Tuatara.
It's a sad day.
This is my disappointment. Saints with a 5-point lead, under a minute to go. Really, just miscommunication. Wanted Pilcher there and it cut just at the wrong time. Turnover. Third turnover for the Saints, 5 for the Nuggets in the first half here.
Saints got aggressive defensively, pressuring the Nuggets a bit more than we've seen so far.
Paese in amongst 4 Saints, tried to flip it up and in. Here come Wellington going the other way. They're kicking it to Pilcher. McKenzie does well to cover him. Excellent defense from Zach McKenzie.
Multiple rotations there by the Nuggets, took down the drive, side to side. About to be an 8-second call there. Fantastic defense by Arthur Pilcher. Turned him 4 or 5 times in the backcourt.
That is excellent work. Those two are having a battle. He wins that one, and then Pilcher just stuck right with him.
Turns him once, turns him twice, turns him again.
That's good D right there.
All over the place. But back we go to the live action after the back-to-backs. Defensive efforts, and it looks like the Saints looking for the last shot here.
Really, 3 on the clock. Try to flip it up and in. Gold needs to put it up and he can't get it in. Half-time here in Rapid League Round 9 action between the Saints and the Nuggets. It will be the home team with a 5-point lead, 17-12 after 2 4-minute quarters.
Well, the Nuggets just gripping onto the Saints and trying to hold on for the ride. Pretty fortunate that the Saints aren't up another couple of buckets, but the highlights were all over the place. Aubrey Chunga to the cup early in transition, showing off his abilities. Sam Munier also with the direct straight line drives. It was an 8-point lead for the Saints early. thanks to unselfish activity and the forcing of turnovers like that one right there. But then Tyson Tarapaese hit this triple, and from there, the Nuggets would respond and feel a bit more comfortable. They lifted in their defensive effort and their push rate in that second quarter, and that led to good things, closing that lead all the way down to 2. But some fancy footwork from Pilcher and some Hassan Munier transition activity stretched it back out to a 5-point game. The Saints in control, but perhaps not as much control as they could have, Moles.
And you can see the shooting percentages there. Saints 0 for 4 from 3, but still have a 5-point lead. 6 turnovers for the Nuggets and 8 points off turnovers for the Saints.
Only 8 shots for the Nuggets in that first half. That's the most surprising thing. They've been twice as many looks at the rim. And that's a product of 3 more offensive rebounds and 3 more forced turnovers. Also impressive for the Saints today, 6 assists on those 7 buckets that they've had. Being really unselfish with the basketball, letting that do more of the work. And if they can continue to move the ball around like that, it's going to be pretty tough for this Nugget squad to find themselves back in this ballgame.
Nice to see the vets get amongst it. They're not going to get fined for that as well, are they?
No, players are all good. I don't think Aaron's going to get fined for that. There's head coaching. Well, you can.
You've changed.
It literally is the rules. No head coaches.
So you write
coaching.
Did you write the rules?
No, I did. I contributed.
That feels like a rule you wrote. Back underway, third quarter. And Saints ball to start us here in the TSB Bank Arena. Munier puts it up for goal, just mistimed it. And a turnover to start us in the third.
Well, they're putting the Nuggets in certain positions, trying to force them to decide between that roll man in gold and the low man in Pilcher, when he's down there. But Hassan Munier just unable to get that pass in with pinpoint accuracy. Otherwise, it probably would have been 2 points.
It's Bassett kicking it out to Chisholm. Hanging, good defense. Saints pushing through Chunga. Really spinning on Bassett, and corner 3 is off.
Saints getting good penetration and creating quite a bit of space with those initial attacks, but not finding that range with ease. The Nuggets just really struggling to get anything going inside the 3-point line.
Really. Here's Munier. Looking for options. Pilcher comes up high, rejects the screen. Left hand, pace it, I'm sure of it, to Bassett. Smiler, looking to drop it off to Tatapaese, instead goes into the key and puts it up and in. Nice work from Caleb Smiler.
Love the patience, and he really used his strength nicely. He's bumped Sam Gold off of him a couple of times today, just showing how strong he is when he jumps off of 2 feet.
Again. Gold that time, that connection works.
They love that roll with Gold. He's the tallest player in the court right now, so they're just trying to throw it high and let him finish above everyone else. 1 for 2 on that play here in the third quarter.
Saints back to this 5-point lead. Tatapaese, though, knocks it down and cuts the lead to 2 for the Saints.
Quick release, Tatapaese. Doesn't think twice about it, or why not? Barely moves the net when it dropped.
Shooting 33% from downtown in Rapid League.
Munier,
great 31, move. Casey, excuse me.
I'll allow it. Munier unable to get that to drop despite the great move to get nice deep position in the paint.
Johnny tipping it. Misses that 3, too strong. Chunga. Nuggets stop it. Bassett has it. He's fouled by Chunga in the backcourt.
Well, the Nuggets defense has been pretty receptive to these drives, letting the Saints get nice and deep as we take another look at that Tarapaese triple.
He's played a lot of basketball in this gym, Casey.
Zing goes the strings for him once again, but right now it's the Nuggets defense that's been the most impressive, really slowed this Saints team down. They haven't been able to really find much at all during this third quarter.
Defended well by Smiler. That was just the first team foul for the Saints. 3 in your shooting in Rapid League, 4 4-minute quarters. And
I actually thought that got off a little bit late. They let it go, though.
They've let play happen, and then the Nuggets have the opportunity to take the lead on a three-point play the hard way for Smiler.
Well, they just haven't really had any control of this game whatsoever, but over these last 2 or 3 minutes, they have locked down the Saints. It's been 1:25 since their last points for Wellington, and now Caleb Smiler, with that aggressive, gets to the cup and a chance for a three-point play. And he's doing it from the Chemist Warehouse stripe, where every free throw counts this season. We're sending money towards the Hoops in Schools program. Hoops in Schools, get in there now. Otago, Southland, that region's open. Get in that QR code and see what's what.
Great opportunity for your school to have an upgrade or maybe a new hoop put in. And thanks to the Chemist Warehouse, as the drive is defended by a foul from Oak Chisholm. That's the first team foul for the Nuggets with 51 seconds to go. McKenzie back in the game.
And look at that shooting percentage there. A little bit better for the Nuggets, but they've done it on 7 less shots. Need to even up that shot rate if they want to get this one going.
Really getting to his left shoulder there and puts it up with the right hand.
Great place to go when you need a bucket. Things have dried up for a little bit, didn't know where to go. We'll get it to Yuli, you'll get right to the paint. Use that strength for the finish.
Defense from Munir, stealing it away. Gold to his left, gives it to the big, and he's fouled. Sam Gold will go to the line, fouled by Bazette.
Brilliant read defensively by Hassan Munir as we take another look at that little post move for Yuli. Spins around, and then after forcing the steal, Hassan Munir draws the defender, forces him to step up. That's when he has the drop off. If that defender, Bezit, doesn't go to the ball, if he stays back with the passer, that'll be a layup. He does step up, so he drops it off to Gold, who does not hit the first from the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Both teams on 2 fouls. Team fouls, that is, so be careful here with 27.9 to go in the third. Gold is good on the second. Extend the pressure on the mate.
Lead up to 3 now.
Only about a 4-second difference. I saw the BNZ player timeout at the end of the first.
Yeah, that's too early.
There's Johnny tipping it. Can't get the roll. Yuli can hold it for the last shot for the Saints here. Just very un-Rapid League-like. Yuli into the lane. Can't get the roll. Oh, do they get it in time for the BNZ player timeout?
I don't think they want to use it there, though, do they? It's the third quarter, guys. You still got a whole other quarter to go. They are. They're going to put 1 second back on the clock. And if you ask me, this is probably a strategic misstep, but it does give you a chance at home to scan that QR code thanks to BNZ and get your ticket to the big game. We're looking for groups all across the country to go to this season's Sal's NBL games. Inspire that future generations of Kiwi basketballers. Who knows? Get some ticket to the big game, and maybe you could bring that next superstar of the Sal's NBL with you.
BNZ player timeout, 30 seconds, no coach interaction, player only driven, and it's an opportunity just to advance the ball as well.
No, we're just waiting as they put 1 more second on the clock. Trying to get it up there. We've got 2 up there. Now it's down to 1. Here we are, good to play. 1 second for the Nuggets to find a solution.
That's a Paese off one leg.
No,
he banks it in!
It's a triple!
Kiss it off the glass. That's a Paese.
Oh, look at that shot. The bank is open on a Sunday. Oh, yeah, shrug, why don't you? Look at this catch.
That was a 2.
That was definitely a 2. I can't believe they called it a 3.
That's certainly not a 3.
It was well short.
But that is gorgeous. Look how high that went off the glass.
I don't think anybody in the stadium notices it wasn't a triple, so he's going to count it for 3. Why not? An extra point for difficulty and the degree thereof.
Oh, that will be rectified, I believe, at quarter time. That is definitely not a 3.
I don't think it's going to be rectified. I think they missed it.
Well, that makes it very interesting then for the 4th quarter. What else is very interesting, Casey, is this deal here from Sal's.
I didn't ask.
20% off any large pizza. Use that QR code, Sales MVP 26. Casey establishing in the first half that he would go with the buffalo chicken.
It's the most expensive one. You gotta save. And in any large pizza, that means you can put anything you want on there. Put extra toppings of everything. The more you put on, the more you save.
I believe that
economics.
I believe that compromises the structural integrity of the
I don't
race.
know. I've been working on the government's budget for quite some time, and it seems to work well.
What a great offer again from Sal's wonderful league sponsor. That's valid until this coming Thursday. Yeah.
Look at that.
And
love the game.
Once their teeth set in, they'll be all over the Sales, that is for sure. And the score has been updated. It's a 1-point Saints lead after that Whatapaesi one-legged turnaround bank shot. Was a long two. So underway in the fourth quarter. Here is Whatapaesi stepping back, really all over him. McKenzie going at Gold, and he gets fouled by Sam Gold.
Well, it's so valuable to get those fouls early in the quarter, especially in a tight one like this. Not only does it hamper the defense's ability to be aggressive, but if you get two more, you're going to be at that Chemist Warehouse strike for the rest of the term.
That's Paesi with Gold on the switch. 5 to shoot. Backing down the big. Hanging. Double clutch off the glass and good.
Just refuses to be denied. Kept on going and going, giving up about 7-8 inches to Sam Gold there, but it did not matter with the twisty, turny finish.
1 point Nuggets lead. Only had 4. 4 points in the first quarter, and the Saints take it back. Nice play to Sam Gold.
And Hassan Munier has been facilitating so nicely out of that high on ball. Real connection with Sam Gold here in the second half.
That was the first lead of the game for the Nuggets, extinguished by that Gold bucket. That three is off, falls too early. Nuggets looking to get back. Nice on ball on the wing there. Good ball movement from the Saints. And the Nuggets defense has risen to the occasion here as Sam Gold is called for the moving screen.
Yeah, I think Hassan Munier just took off a little bit early there. Got to let your big man get set, get in his cylinder, and stay still for a half beat before you start attacking. And when he went a little bit early, I think that forced Gold screen to become a little bit illegal.
Jordan Tippinett gives it to McKenzie. Zet gives it back. Jordan Tippinett's three is long. Munier looking to push.
Strong rebound by the PG. This is where the Saints needed it most. So you can do with the ball on this side of the court.
Chisholm on him. Really gives it back to Gold. 7 to shoot, goes for 3. Nice rebound from McKenzie. Looking to take the lead back here, the Nuggets. Nice answer back by the visitors after a quiet first quarter. Chisholm back to McKenzie. Long three is good. Zach McKenzie.
Didn't even notice the defense from Brett Hewley there.
I'm going to go, that's his first three in Rapid League this season, because his stats say it's 0.0%. So congratulations.
Not anymore, baby.
Big three for Zach McKenzie.
On the board.
2-point lead now for the Nuggets. Nothing but net as well. Shoot more of them, Zach. Yeah, great play. Excellent work between Munier and Gold. It's all tied up at 26. Subs on the make.
That subs there with 1:32.
No coach timeouts in Rapid League as well.
No coach timeouts. They just got to yell from the side. And how about that one? McKenzie lines it up. Was never thinking anything but that triple. And then this beautiful two-man game on this side. They went back and forth off that screen action a couple of times before Munier is able to create that angle for that little lob pass into the Gold finish.
It's a low-scoring Rapid League game, but it has been entertaining to say the least. And now the threes are starting to drop. Caleb Smiler's entered the chat.
Well, easy as you like drops that one home, and a big lead now for the Nuggets. Needs to keep this Wellington side off that three-point line.
Nuggets are 5 for 12. The Saints are 1 for 8 from 3.
Now they are. It was 0 for 7 before that, but a huge pickup from Hassan Munier to tie things up. Things are getting tight down the stretch.
A minute of overtime, if needed, as McKenzie gets free. Now the offense is flowing for the Nuggets. 52 seconds to go. Really gives it up to Munier. Pilcher on the wing, looking for the handoff. And Ueli spinning now on Johnny, tipping it. McKenzie comes over on the switch. Under 10. Clock shortening. Munier driving, left hand, swatted away by Bazette.
Excellent timing, just lined it up and knocked it down. Now he's got the ball with decisions to make.
3 in the corner. Rebounded by the Saints. Shunga pulls it down. Munier gives it. And it's going to be a tough drive from Ueli, and he is hard to stop. And he has a direct line to the hoop.
Well, interesting proposition here for the Saints. Do they want to go for 3 to try and take the lead, or stick with the 2s as we take another look at the Bazette block? Times it perfectly. Get that shot out of here. Here's he driving on Smiler, gets fouled.
13 seconds to go. Saints down 2. Opportunity to send it to overtime.
Oh, got the 3-point look they wanted.
Munier, clean look. Can't get it to go. Gold on the rebound. Pilcher. Chunga needs to put it up for 3. Misses. Ueli over the back and no good. Nuggets get the win. It was low scoring, but it came to life in the 4th quarter for the Nuggets, and they get the win in Rapid League.
What a tight contest it was. The Nuggets looked like they were out of it, down to 8 in the 1st quarter, but just worked their way right back in this ball game. Walked them down as the game came along.
And we're going to talk to Tyson Thatapaese momentarily as we take in that excellent work from the Nuggets in that 4th quarter. 10 points in that 4th quarter. They come away with a 31-29 win over the Saints. Low scoring, yes, but very even matchup.
Taking a look at the Chemist Warehouse stats, it was rebounding that really drove the Saints game. 20 rebounds to 11, but they just could not find the range. Under 40% from the field and just 10% from deep. 5 times as many threes made by the Nuggets, and that was the difference. They were able to overcome those 7 turnovers, and 11 points from the turnovers in the Saints.
Tyson Thatapaese played for the Saints 2 years ago. Great to get the win on the Saints home floor. Tyson, congratulations on the win. What worked for you guys in that 4th quarter?
I think we'll just try to be aggressive, look for our opportunities. We're being very passive at the start, but as soon as we be aggressive, we can get the ball in the hole. Yeah,
wondering about that, because it did look like you, as a team, were stuck in mud a little bit in that 1st quarter. Is that just playing a couple of days ago, had to get things going? Because that 2nd half, it looked like a switch flipped.
Nah, there was no excuse, to be honest. We're just being passive. We should have came with more energy, and as soon as we came with energy, we could get the dub. So,
excellent, Tyson. Thank you so much for your time. Congrats and good luck for the Sal's NBL game coming up soon.
Thank you, thank you.
And don't forget, that game coverage begins at 3 p.m. Saints up on the Nuggets in the Sal's NBL TSB Bank Arena, Wellington. The Saints looking at winning their 5th in the last 6. They're 7-3 and 4th on the ladder, and the Nuggets looking to stab a bit of a losing streak as they come into town after a tough loss to the Franklin Bulls.
And the Saints trying to keep pace at the top of the table. The Sharks, the Tutata, they are not losing many games, just 2 losses apiece. And this Nuggets side just holding on tight to that 5th spot. But if they want any chance at the top 4, this is the game today that they absolutely have to have if they're hoping to get some home court advantage in the postseason.
The reigning champs at home, hosting the Otago Nuggets at TSB Bank Arena. That's coming up at 3 p.m. local. whānau, no mai hoki mai. Welcome to TSB Bank Arena for this Sal's NBL Round 9 matchup between the reigning champs, the Wellington Saints, and the Otago Nuggets in town. Second game of Round 9 for the Nuggets. First for the Saints, Andrew Mulligan and four-time Sal's NBL champion Casey Frank on hand for this one. And Casey, a battle for the top 4 position will unfold today.
That's right, the Saints are holding on to that 4th spot at 7-3, but the Nuggets are hot on their heels at 500. The Nuggets need a victory to try and claw their way in there, and the Saints the same way. They need that victory to stay in touch with those top 3 teams and try and make this a competition of the haves and the have-nots.
The Saints have strengthened their roster once again, bringing in Hiram Harris, and that may influence the way you vote as to who you think will win the game. The Saints are the favourites at the moment. Use that QR code for your shout.vote.
And I got to lean towards the Saints as well. The Nuggets been tough defensively, but the Saints team, especially with that man right there, Hiram Harris, brought into the lineup, are becoming a much more difficult proposition indeed.
Well, here's how Round 9 unfolded over the last couple of days. We all tipped off on Wednesday night. A great game between the Tuatara and the Rams.
And that put the Tuatara into first place. The Hawks could not stay up on the Giants at home. The Nuggets pipped at the post. A buzzer beater by Carter Whip put them down to defeat earlier in the round. The 5 putting on the defensive clamps that second time around for the Giants in the round. And the Tuatara with an immense second half to go 2-0 on the round. The Saints and the Nuggets coming up shortly, and to finish things off today, the Sharks taking down the Bulls down in Invercargill.
You can see the Tuatara there on top of the ladder. The Saints in 4th spot, looking to keep pace with the Rams and the Sharks. The Nuggets looking to keep distance from the Bulls and the chasing pack into that top 6 position, but also stay with that top 4. And a win here would really help their cause. This is how the bottom half of the ladder looks currently as we head into the penultimate game of Round 9. Now for the Nuggets, they have had a great start to the Sal's NBL season, but the last 5 games, they've lost 4 of them, and they'll be looking for their first win over the Saints since round 3 of 2024.
Not something that happens often. I'm trying to think back. I'm not sure I lost the Nuggets my Sal's NBL career. Different teams then, but taking a look at the starting lineups, Ethan Ruspatch, the captain, Alain Louis Buituach, Craig Moeller, who's been so important to them, and Isaac Miller-Joes back in the lineup. They didn't have him the other night against the Bulls, and I think that really impacted that interior attack.
Well, that's the size they need, because, to be honest, you need at least one guy at least 6'10" or over in this league at the moment. It is have and have-nots. Well, for the Saints, looking to win 3 in a row, and they have a very good home floor advantage in the Sal's NBL. They are the reigning champs, and they have won 4 of their last 5, Casey.
And they're a team that can find form in a hurry, even in the season or in the different games. Isaiah Liafa, so fantastic both ways. Eliza Pepper, the best scorer in the competition, over 30 a game now. Carlin Davidson does a little bit of everything. Dante Ingram has been such a good pickup for them in the import spot. And of course, Akech Alir manning the middle. He brings the size, the toughness, and that much needed rebounding.
It is the #1 defensive team with points allowed up against the #3 defensive team in points allowed, but also the Saints can fill it up over 100 a game and against the rest of the league.
And then that's the highest scoring team in the competition, the only one that's able to top that margin, and they're only giving up 88 points a game. So that's exactly what the Nuggets are going, but the Nuggets also the best defensive team in the league, giving up just 85 points a game. You look at those percentages though, the Saints are shooting fantastically. Over 50% of her team is unheard of. This guy, Craig Moeller, is one who can certainly help that field goal percentage of the Nuggets with his ability to step outside, drain the 3, and also be pretty handy inside the arc. Coming off a near triple-double, a near double-double with points and rebounds a couple nights ago, but we'll be looking to go a little bit further than that if the Saints want to get the win today.
Well, Craig Moeller caught up with us before we went to air earlier.
Greg, you and the Nuggets coming off a tough loss at home a couple of nights ago. What lessons did you pick up for that one that you're trying to implement in today's game that's less than 48 hours later?
Yeah, tough one to lose, to be honest, but fortunately we get to move on pretty quickly. I think we did a lot right in that game. We controlled it for three and a half quarters. We learned a few things, I think, just trying to win our individual matchups, sit down and guard one-on-one, and obviously crushing rebounds. It's good that we got Isaac back today to help us out there, but we're a little bit smaller than some teams, which can be good for us, but yeah, we just got to crush those boards.
And going to be crashing the boards against the Saints today, a powerful offensive unit. How do the Nuggets hope to slow them down, knowing that the Nuggets, a powerful team, can slow down a lot of teams, but maybe a different proposition in the Saints today?
Yeah, absolutely. They're stacked. Everyone knows that. Tall blacks and NBL players everywhere. So we're just going to try and take them out of their offense, make it as difficult as we can, try and force some sort of one-on-one hero ball type shots if possible, and we'll live with the result.
Well, Elijah Pepper on the other side of the ball is, quite frankly, an amazing scorer in the league in 2026. Last 2 of 3 games, he's cracked 40 points as Elijah Pepper, and he had a massive one against the Jets the last time out.
But 45 points at 65%. The efficiency is what's crazy. You know, shooting 50%, over 50% from the field, a decent percentage from deep, but not as high as you would think. This guy's going to be a handful. 26
attempts against the Jets, 17 of them makes as well. We also caught up with Elijah Pepper before the game.
Coming into this game, Elijah, you have been on quite a tear offensively. Your season average is up to 30, but you had a 45-point game, a 43-point game. Been playing very well. How has this offense been coming to you? Is it something in the system? Is it the plays that have been called on the court? Can you just share with us how it's been going?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a little bit of both. Obviously, the system AY's put in place for myself and the guys has worked really well, but I think having the teammates and guys around me that know where I want to get the ball and put me in the right positions to score the ball, I think that's helped a lot as well.
Today, coming up against the Nuggets team that's a fantastic defensive squad, but also pretty talented on the offensive end since they brought in Craig Muller. How are the Saints hoping to slow down this squad today as you look to continue your good form?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the offensive glass, that's been a little bit of a problem for us as of most of the year. So making sure we're locked in on that, and then a lot of their actions is off-ball screening. So we've been locked in on the off-ball actions and figuring out how we want to guard that and going through all that.
And it is going to be intriguing to see how both teams defend each other. Craig Muller, a do-it-all forward, and Elijah Pepper, a flamethrower of a shooter.
Yeah, and I think Craig Muller is going to have to find that range from deep. Last year he had games where he had 7, 8 3-pointers. If he has that type of day today, I think the Nuggets have a real chance. But if not, it's going to have to come down to that defense. How do you slow down Elijah Pepper? See that shooting 52% from the field, averaging over 30 points per game. That is a task much easier said than done.
And referees for this Sal's NBL game, the Barter Card refs, Calvin Welch, Sean Martin, and Hayden Pipe to control proceedings here. TSB Bank Arena, Wellington waterfront, on a rather chilly day in Wellington, but of course it's June. And again, starting 5 confirming there for the Nuggets.
And for me, it's about how these 5 guys start. Can they come out and get hot early? They need to find the range. They need to be able to slow that transition impact of this Saints team. And most importantly, they have to control the glass. This is the starting lineup for that Saints unit. Nkechalear is going to be big on the glass. And of course, Elijah Pepper, the top scorer in the competition. Is he going to have another banner day? Make it 3 out of 4 with 40 points in a row.
And we got the ball deliverer is a grown man today. Usually it's a child, I have to say.
Well, you know, we're trying to include everybody.
We are.
Equal opportunity.
Nuggets.
Big day for that guy, too. Get in the center court.
Getting the votes at the moment as to who will win. Use that QR code. We'll pop that up throughout the game. Miller Joes and Nkechalear ready to jump us up here at TSB Bank Arena. The defending champs, Wellington Saints, control the tip, and Isaiah Liafa with the ball.
We heard Craig Muller talk about it in his interview that they're a bit smaller than other teams. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it hurts. Well, it's going to be tough to keep the Saints team off the glass today and out of that post with the size they have. But with rebounds just like that, the Nuggets can keep themselves in this and perhaps give themselves a chance to win.
There's Louis. Rusbatch, quick look. Davison skies for a rebound.
Nice action, had him wide open, just could not find the range. And here comes that transition push by the Saints.
Liafa with a clean look. In and out, Allaire gets it. Has the guard on him, and Louis goes to his moves, gets his own rebound, puts it up and in and gets the roll, one of the whistle.
And Alain Louis ends up locked up with a catch Allaire, and that's just a difficult man to box out. 2 offensive rebounds on that possession. And those second chance opportunities are what's going to be killing the Nuggets if they continue to give them up.
Here's Rusbatch. Lost 4 of their last 5 after starting 4-0, have the Nuggets. Sitting at 5-5, 5th on the ladder in the Sal's NBL. Saints sitting there in 4th, trying to keep pace. The Rams, Tuatara and the Sharks, 7-3. They've won 4 of their last 5. And part of that is the hustle effort on the glass. Allaire getting that.
I'll tell you what I didn't like about that was that there's only 3 light blue jerseys down there. All 5 Nuggets have to be in the paint to control the glass today.
Tuach, deep 3, knocking it down.
Oh my! Boy, Tuach does not mind a short shot clock. Pulls up, drops it from deep.
Bumped by Tuach as Liafa. Isaiah Liafa. Are they born and bred?
Saints always excited to get this man back, leading the way on both ends of the court. Streaky offensive player, giving up a little bit of that this season for some other scorers, but a tremendous defender in Liafa.
Oh, Joe's popping out on the help. Pepper looking to go downhill, stepping back. In for Elijah Pepper.
You know, and Miller Jones respects that little jab step, but when you're a big marched up on a guard, you have to force him to drive. They want to get back to that snatch back and the pull-up. You don't respect that drive as much as you respect the pull-up.
Tuach. Nice play from the Nuggets to get a bucket there.
I like that inverted ball screen, the wing on the guard there, setting that screen to get that roll action. Tuach finishes strong.
Carlin Davison with the highlight follow, but we've got a whistle on the floor.
Easy on the rim, Carlin. This one doesn't even count, mate.
Relax. Love to see it. What an athlete.
Just doing chin-ups now and then. Take another look at it. Little jab step, bang. Miller Joe's too much space. He challenges the hand, but no effect on the shooter. Pepper off to a hard start.
The gravity of Elijah Pepper on offense just lost. Backdoor play. You cannot let Elijah Pepper get off like that.
This is one of the reasons he's so dangerous. He's not just a shooter. He loves to do his work inside the paint. The back cut there, really completely lost sight.
Here's Moller. Tuach. Over the top of Pepper.
Oh my.
Knocking it down. Boy, Tuach likes the rims here.
He likes everything in Willie. 8 points to start.
Liafa. Oh, Rusbatch did well as he went out of bounds. Here come the Nuggets. Louis hanging off the glass and in. Great start for the Otago Nuggets.
I thought Carlin Davidson had that one lined up as Carlin comes back the other way. But Louis was able to body him up and take that finish before Pepper does the same on the baseline.
He's got 7. He's 3 of 3.
These 2 guys, are we going to have like 2 40 pieces? 8 versus 7 right now. Tuach plays Pepper.
I know they're a very good defensive team, the Nuggets, but they have their hands full at the moment. And that is going to be
oh, they didn't see who it was.
Nuggets ball. And it will stay with the visitors.
I think that's the right call. Nice job by the Nuggets early. Counter punching well. The Saints got off to a couple of fast breaks, but the speed of the Nuggets in transition is proven to be pretty difficult for the Saints to contain.
Averaging 30 points a game as Elijah Pepper. He is the league's leading scorer. Louis. Rusbatch with the footwork. Davison looking to push. Nuggets get back. Muller picks him up. Here's Pepper. Oh my. He was free and then he gets free again. The backline defense of the Nuggets is getting exposed at the moment by Elijah Pepper.
And the recognition of Pepper of who's guarding this Tuach goes straight to the cup. Right up with power.
Boy, Tuach in a kitchen lair.
But back to the finish of Pepper. His recognition of the defense is just immense. Oh, you're going to put Moeller on me? All right. Put it on the deck, power through straight to the cup because there's no shot blockers back there. Boy, Tuach saying, I don't care for shot blockers back there. I'm taking it to the rim. Takes the contact and off to the Chemist Warehouse stripe for 2. And we got Hiram Harris Harris signing his first game of the season. Shout out to Lindsay Tate for leaking his signing a little bit earlier on the broadcast this week.
Always shout out to Lindsay Tate. Hiram Harris, his grand final MVP, his first championship, won as a Saint, Defensive Player of the Year for Sal's NBL in 2025. Hiram Harris, all hustle and heart. We'll hear from Hiram. We had our first time out. Caught up with him before he went to air. And here he is with the ball. Looking to back down Louise Harris. Clock shortening to 7. Liafa can't get it to go down. Lost Mola.
Craig Mola, the sniper, got him. A little jab step, crumbled the ankle.
Dispatch to Louis.
Boy, Tuach loves this catch-a-layer lineup. If you're going to mark him with him, he's just going to stay up with a 3 good switch by Liafa.
Tuach feeling it. Oh my goodness.
I don't know how that wasn't a foul on somebody.
Collision between Davison and Tuach. Tuach slow to get back. He's finally there. And then he picks up the foul.
That's going to be his second.
That's tough on Tuach. Someone has to pick up Elijah Pepper there.
That's not the guy you want to leave open. Boy, Tuach hit the deck hard, too. Take another look at it. He crashes in. If you're asking me, that's probably a foul on Carlin Davidson. I don't think he had clean box out position, and then Tuach hustles back the other way and gets the obvious arm foul on Elijah Pepper there. Things just got difficult for the Nuggets, and they want to talk about it. The Nuggets are going to call a timeout and have a little chat because they need something else that out there. And earlier today, I caught up with Hiram Harris. Let's chat to him now. Welcome back to New Zealand, Hiram. Great to have you. Can you share us a little bit about what you've been up to in the offseason from the Sal's NBL, where you've been playing, how it went, and how you felt about it?
Yeah, good. Thanks for having me back. It's good to be back in Aotearoa. Yeah, I've just been in Japan. A long season, 52 games plus playoffs. So I had a bit of basketball going on in the off season and took a bit of time off to go visit some family overseas. And now I'm back in Welly.
Well, fantastic to have you back. Nobody happier than the Wellington Saints, but this is a very talented team that you've joined back in. They've just found their rhythm a little bit and now bringing in last season's finals MVP. How do you see yourself fitting in, and how do you expect to be used over these next few weeks as you reacclimate to the system?
Yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time. I think one of my strengths is I'm able to just slot into most teams and kind of figure out what my role is on the fly and just try and help the team overall, and that's the goal. And obviously, last year we won a championship, so we're trying to do that again.
That's Hiram Harris back in the league. Grand final MVP, 20-14 against the Sharks. Defensive Player of the Year with the Saints as well. Established tall black. And a welcome addition for Aaron Young and the Wellington Saints. Jeff Sparrow and the Nuggets looking good at the moment, though. They have the lead. 12-11 early on. Midway point coming up with the first quarter. Here's Allaire. Looking to Carlin Davison. Pepper. Putting Mola on him. 3 now. Davison had to put it up. And there's Hiram Harris on the glass, giving the Saints another possession. And Davison.
All these switches, it's been difficult as Davison nearly travels. But the Saints getting these switches and the big men are really attacking the guards well in the post.
2 to shoot. Fall away. Davison, Ruspatch.
Foul called on Hiram Harris.
Yeah, Ruspatch thought it might have been on him for stepping out, but Hiram Harris picks up the personal foul.
But that's his game. He's going to be out there. He's going to be active, dynamic at all times on the court. If the ball's out there, he's going to be somewhere around it.
Lane Louis. Nuggets have this 12-11 lead. Averaging in the low 80s. And we got a foul on Craig Moller. Aussie on Aussie. And you can tell Elijah Pepper looks after his body, loves the cupping by the looks. But I guess he receives so much attention like this throughout the league. That's a big screen from Craig Moller. Too big in the eyes of the referee.
Yeah, there was some big contact. I thought Craig Moller was pretty well within his cylinder, but Just have to be so careful with that when you're setting screens.
Here's Liafa. Jordan Hunt in the game, can't get the offensive rebound. Number 15, also experienced Tall Blacks player. Coming off the bench for the Saints. Rusbatch. Try the three is good from Ethan Rusbatch.
Yeah, some big hits from deep early in this one have got the Nugget squad feeling pretty good about themselves.
Harris into Matt Bardsley's chest. One of the better defenders in the league you'll ever see.
This could be 2 fouls on Hiram Harris.
And that's 2 quick ones as well. Matt Bardsley, great body position.
Matt Bardsley, just a key energy player for this unit. Looks like it's going to be a timeout here for the Saints to discuss things. They do not like the way things have changed, despite the activity of Elijah Pepper, who's been so active early, getting things going. And the Nuggets have a 4-point lead.
Tate, get H. Give me a punch. What you see, you roll or pop, we'll play off that. Pep, you play the one on this, all right? If it's not on, obviously play to that second side. Let's get Zay and Dante out of the corners. Let's get some good flow out of this, all right? If you're on that opposite slot with you, Jordy, read it. Obviously, if he pops, cut the pop, look at it, play the next side. Defense. Yep. Be aggressive. Get to the line, all right? We're going to do a better job of matching up with our hits. Let's go. Let's go.
Not that it's a slow start for the Saints, it's just been that much better for the Nuggets early on in this first quarter, Casey.
And the Nuggets haven't been a great offensive team. They've scored opportunistically and they've gotten the buckets when they've needed them, but the difference is the threes today. They've already got 3 made threes on the season. They're averaging under 8 made threes a game. So in the first half of the first quarter, to be nearly halfway there shows you that they're playing with a little bit of freedom today because they've got nothing to lose and need this dub. Pass. Craig Moeller really using him as a facilitator today. And how about Ethan Rusbatch moving off the ball well? And this Otago Nuggets squad's offense continues to play at a high rate, shooting over almost 60% from the field.
Both teams exploiting the backline defense of each other there. There's Davison over the top of Fata Paese. A strong Rapid League game, moved to 500 points in Rapid League. First player to do it.
Congrats, Tyson Paese.
Nuggets got the win.
Tried to do with the defense there, but Davison, that's a big ask for the smaller guard.
That's a nice shot from Carlin Davison. That's Paese feeling it, former Saint 2 years ago. Pepper with the rebound, up ahead to Davison.
Nuggets need to keep moving that ball side to side.
Dante Ingram, 6'6", big body, with the catch and puts it up and in.
And they are exploiting the mismatch every time down. The Saints aren't playing anything fancy. They're saying, hey, if you're bigger than this guy, get down to the post. If Tata Paese is guarding one of our wings, we want to attack him.
There is Tata Paese knocking down the weak side three.
He says, you're going to come at me, you better bring a knife, because this is a gunfight. Shooting it from deep, 5-point leads. Tata Paese gets a little get back.
Coming off a heartbreaking loss to the Bulls on Friday night. With a Carter Witt dagger at the end. Losing that one 94-93. This is a good start to the game for the Nuggets. Rusbatch, left hand finish over Davison. My goodness, the Nuggets shooting 22 points on 8 of 13 from the floor. What a hot start for the visitors.
And take a look at the hot start for Tyson Tata Paese. Nobody in his airspace. Says he's going to knock it down, and then Ethan Rusbatch, you thinking about the jumper? Well, think about that finger roll right into there. How about this, though? Already in the bonus are the Saints. Foul deep in the backcourt. They are off to the Chemist Warehouse stripe, where every free throw counts this season. All thanks to the Chemist Warehouse Hoops and Schools program.
Elijah Pepper looking to crack double figures, a lot like boy Tuach has, who's on the bench. 10 points for him, and now for Pepper.
Hoops and Schools program. Otago, Southland, your region is on now. Use that QR code to find out more and see if you can't get a hoop in a school near you. All thanks to the Chemist Warehouse and Basketball New Zealand's Hoops and Schools program.
Extended pressure on the make. This is a good first quarter from the Nuggets. 22-17.
The Rusbatch drop. Was that decleated?
There's Rusbatch in the corner.
If he would have hit that three, that would have been on his lifetime highlight tape, because that would have been the best screen he's ever set.
Dante Ingram. Fouled on the drive.
Dante Ingram getting active with that off arm. He's an interesting player. He's taking a backseat offensively on the Saints unit, but has that ability not just to score the basketball at the rim, but shoot it from the mid-range and beyond. And I think he took a little bit of exception to that physicality on the screen. And next time he touched the ball, he was aggressive to the rim.
They go at least 9 deep at the moment in this first quarter, Casey. Zach McKenzie, I'm talking about the Saints. Zach McKenzie's out there for the Nuggets on your screen right now, but Braden Ueli and Aubrey Chunga out there for the Saints. So they bring Hunt and Hiram Harris out there, who's picked up 2 quick fouls.
I think in some ways this could just be Aaron Young searching for some energy, you know, bringing in these young guys. All right, well, my guys aren't bringing it today. They're not doing the things that I'm asking them to do. Can we put in some youth, see if that energy lifts up just a bit. And we can start doing some of the things that we're more used to doing as a Saints squad.
22-19, under 2 to go in the first quarter at TSB Bank Arena. Another great crowd in from Wellington. They love their hoops in the 04. It's Caleb Smiler in the game with the ball now. Miller Joes with the screen. Broken away by Dante Ingram. Nuggets getting back. Nice finish, but he couldn't get it to go down.
Paese, fantastic defense, and Miller Joes comes back the other way.
And Miller Joes goes down. That's a big body to go down. That's what Isaac Miller Joes can do. He loves to push it as a big.
He's got that skill set even when he doesn't have the ball for the grab and go. He's got enough speed to get up off the wing, and he's got enough moose with the bounce to put it on the floor for 2 or 3 dribbles and get to where he wants to go. And certainly one of the league's upper echelon high flyers, likes it above the rim.
Both teams in the bonus now, Casey. The feel of this first quarter has changed markedly from the opening 4 minutes.
Well, it's slowed down a bit, but you still see this Nuggets team looking for opportunities to run. And a little bit different from the offense I've seen from them. A bit more aggressive. You know, they had been all season long. They don't look to run every time, but here now, this first quarter, we get that ball, we're pushing the pace.
Colin Davison in the game.
13.
Jordan Hunt sit on the bench. It's Davison and Ueli in the backcourt. There's Pepper and Matt Bardsley. Excellent defender, but he'll have his hands full, and he picks up the foul there.
Back to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Again goes Elijah Pepper. Who's well on his way to another 40-point ball game. 11 points now, looking for 12 and 13 here, and that is foul number 2 on Mr. Bardsley, who returns to the bench deep in the background there. A little bit of laugh between Rusbatch and Carlin Davis.
Well, yeah, you know, if you're Ethan Rusbatch, you just remind Carlin you took him off the dribble. And you still got it at 34 years of age.
There's always a game within a game, always some laughs to be had.
Love that element. As Pepper is good on the second. Elijah Pepper hasn't missed from anywhere on the floor except one attempt from a foul shot.
How dare he?
He's human, he's got 12.
No, not a lot of humans get 12 points in the quarter.
24-20. Rusbatch knocks it down, Ethan Rusbatch. Good sign for him.
Up to 10.
Not shooting at a high clip percentage-wise from 3. Under 30% coming into this game. But that's 2 now for him.
And he's got a flame that comes on and off with ease. He flicked the ignition switch, and it is going today.
Matching up on Pepper, doing a good job as the clock goes to 6. Ueli to Carlin Davis and has to bail them out. Takes Isaac Miller Joes off the dribble, and he's fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot too.
You can see Isaac Miller Joes was concerned about the shooting of Davidson. Take another look at the Rusbatch triple. Just hands it off. Defender's right there, but can't get a hand up because that is a quick release. 2 for 5 from deep, 10 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Ethan Rusbatch carrying a load early, along with Boyd Tuach, 10 points apiece. boy, Tuach had 10 points in less than 5 minutes.
Yes, he did.
The foul trouble really creeping in for the Nuggets. 2 fouls on Tuach, Bardsley, and Miller-Jones now. 1 foul on Elaine Louis and Craig Moeller. For the Saints.
It's been an excellent first quarter for the Otago Nuggets. To pass it. It's up 5. McKenzie had it poked away. There's Isaiah Liafa. Possession arrow goes the way of the Nuggets on that one.
But you like that kind of hustle, especially at the end of the quarter if you're the Saints, because that transition, that possession arrow rather, now swaps around, and now the Saints get to have the ball at the start of the next quarter.
27-22. Very efficient shooting from the Nuggets here. 9 of 15. Seconds to go. Moller. Unorthodox release because he got fouled, he said to the ref. No whistle, but a knockdown 3.
They're 6th of the game.
They got 30, Casey, in the first.
They average 85 a game. They average less than 8-3. They've got 6 in the opening quarter.
Pepper put it off his foot. Zach McKenzie, 3 to go. McKenzie with a flourish. He gets it to go down, and they got 32. It's a 10-point lead on the reigning champs in Wellington.
Heads up play by McKenzie. He knows he's got to lay it up to get it off on time. And because of that finish, 32-22, the Nuggets with a massive first quarter. We'll catch you after this for the start of the second.
No mai hoki mai, welcome back. It is the Otago Nuggets with a 32-22 lead here in Wellington over the reigning champs, the Wellington Saints. And what a first quarter it has been. Jeff Sparrow, head coach of the Nuggets, congratulations on that first quarter. Did you feel like you had that offense coming into the game?
Yeah, since Craig's arrival, our spacing has just been really good, and we share it, and we're balanced. So, you know, I expected us to have a big offensive quarter there.
Well, as good as it's been on the offensive end, one guy who's got a little bit off for the Saints is Elijah Pepper. 12 points in the opener, hasn't missed from the field yet. What's the plan on Elijah? He's been such a weapon for the Saints so far this season. Are you throwing extra weight in it, or are you just happy to have him go one-on-one?
Nah, I just hope he gets sick at halftime.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck for the rest of the game.
All right, take care.
It's a good plan.
It's not bad.
Probably easier to pull off in Otago.
Hiram Harris back in the game. And with his 2 fouls, gets a bucket there. His first bucket back in Saints colours. And we're going to have to get it over half court pretty quickly. Jack McKenzie almost had it poked away by Harris.
I love that defensive combination of Harris and Liafa. Just absolute dogs on the ball. Let them loose off the chain.
Moller misses that 3. And we need a wet spot wiped up, probably a couple of wet spots, to be honest. It's going to take a time here. So let's look at some of the stats there, Casey. 11 for 18, the Nuggets shooting.
And 6 for 13 from the field, or sorry, from the three-point line in that opening quarter and that first shot there. So 6 three-pointers already, shooting at that level of efficient percentage. Not something we've seen from the Nuggets so far this season, but with their personnel, Tuach, Rusbach, Craig Muller, this is the type of activity they are capable of from deep.
The assist percentage as well, Casey, up over 90%, 9 assists on 11 field goals for the Nuggets.
That's crazy. Moving that basketball, you heard it from Coach Sparrow, moving that basketball, getting it through hands, and the players are locked in and bought in.
Big defensive assignment for McKenzie down low. Skids out of bounds. Yeah.
Welcome back, Hiram Harris.
Yeah.
Hiram Harris gets matched up with Zach McKenzie. Oh, look at that tough D by Dante Ingram.
Allaire hit by Smiler. And a catch Allaire will go to the line to shoot too.
Well, they have let a couple of the dogs off the chain. The full court press is in full effect here to open the quarter. If I'm the Nuggets, I'm coming back. I don't want McKenzie bringing the ball up. Give me Rusbach, give me Elaine Louis. I want those guys to be my ball handlers so they can be just a little less impacted by this full court defense.
I mean, that is a tough five to get the ball up the floor if you're the Nuggets when you've got the Saints looking to press, because Davison and Allaire long and can fly around the floor, and obviously Leafa, great on-ball defender. Hiram Harris loves to mix it up.
And pretty much
Ingram's big as well.
Pretty much everyone there is an all-ball defender. Even to catch Allaire, he can do a get switch on a guard. He's going to be able to step in front of him. He's got great skill set there. And I think if I was to say it's, I'd be trapping every time. I wouldn't be this passive to the Nuggets right now. I'd be more aggressive.
That 10-point lead has started to evaporate. It's only 4 now. Tatapasi has it poked away, regathers under all sorts of pressure. And we've got a foul, unfortunately, for the Saints there. Just a little too aggressive with the on-ball.
You don't mind that if you're Coach Aaron Young, though. This is what you wanted after that first quarter. You wanted the aggression. This is why you started having them press. This is why you put in Hiram as well. This a mobile attacking team to keep that pressure up.
Carlin Davison picking up the foul there. Now down to 3 seconds. Louis, left hand, left it short. Hiram Harris saves it. Goes into the advertising hoardings of the Sal's.
I think that possibly might have been off Louis, but Hiram Harris hustles into it. But for me, the Nuggets, they've lost what made it special in the first quarter. That ball was going through hands, was passes, was assist rate. That possession, just Louis touches it. Got to get that ball side to side against this Saints team being aggressive.
Tatapasi driving on Leafa. And picks up the foul as Isaiah Leafa.
Another whistle. And pretty much every time this Nuggets team gets inside the paint or inside that arc, they've been able to get a whistle that goes their way. This one called on Isaiah Leafa, who picks up his first personal foul of the game. There we see Zay, hometown Wellington boy. Special to win a championship last year as one of the driving pieces. Did it on this court. Hoping to do it one more time.
Well, Sal's NBL most outstanding New Zealand guard last year, Isaiah Leafa, averaging 15.6, 6 assists for the Saints in 21 games.
And it's not just offense with him, it is his defensive impact. Such a talented two-way player.
Saints looking to bite into his 5-point Nuggets lead. Hiram Harris with the footwork. Ingram in the corner. Going at Rusbach, keeps his feet, does well. Clock shortening to 6 now. Harris. Travel.
That stuff is phenomenal.
Oh, it's not. It's beautifully weighted footwork from Hiram Harris. And he picks up the foul on the defender here. I believe it's on McKenzie.
This new school footwork is something to deal with, man. Look at this step. Oh, see you later. It's just...
It's beautiful. It really is.
I really love the way that the modern player has just stretched the rule book in their favor. Keeping that foot down, holding that step through.
Ethan Rusbatch is asking for a clarification on that footwork.
He held it there, though. He held it well.
He did.
And didn't drop it down. Hiram's not going for the bait, though.
It's not a Euro, it's a slow row.
Slow row. Is it a Maori step?
It could be.
We can work that one.
Hiram Harris. This is both. And who did that come off? It came off the Saints.
Catch it there, good hustle there. Goes unrewarded, but possession back. And the Saints again setting up the trap or setting up that full court press. It's like, can we get the ball in and get going before they set this up?
Just look, we need to get it over.
Token pressure though, not really trying to get going.
Molo to Louis. Louis going at Jordan Hunt, the mismatch. Moller over the top of Davison and knocks down another three. And Isaac Davison just throws his head back.
These dudes are locked in, man.
Really locked in. This is a great response after the loss on Friday to the Bulls.
Muller only 2 for 4, but when he's got that shot going like that, I expect to see about 8 more of those going up.
Alia, floater. That's good.
Just too easy, that catch right there. Takes his time, shoots it up, biggest player in the court, and he acted like it.
Nuggets lead is 8.
Tuach back in with those 2 fouls.
Tuach, left hand, rim high.
And they are lighting up the scoreboard. Craig Moeller picks up the foul there. Looks like he was pretty static, had been standing still for a while, but that's going to be his second personal foul.
He and Tuach have 2 along with Bardsley and Miller-Joes.
Another look at that triple. Line it up, knock it down. Tuach to the cup. You shake, a little bake, a little lay for 2.
Davison sits. Chunga in the game. Bobby Chunga with the ball, finds Jordan Hunt. Puts it up and in. Beautiful basketball from the Saints.
Perfectly delivered pass. A couple of outstretched defenders' hands trying to get a piece of it. But Chunga puts it in the only place that his player can get it just.
Louis under the hoop, up and in. Strong from Alain Louis.
And strong is the descriptor there against Isaiah Liafa. Not many guards can displace him, but Louis does it. And that's foul number 3 on Tuach.
Caught slipping.
Just in the wrong place. And good heads-up play by Isaiah Liafa. Feels him there and attacks. Alain Louis saying leave him out there, but there's no way you're leaving Boyd Tuach in the game with 3 fouls and 6 minutes left in the quarter. He's played, I want to say, less than 6 minutes for these 3 fouls, and you cannot afford to have him out in the second half. He's trying to convince Coach Jeff Sparrow to leave him in the game. Coach Sparrow is saying, sorry, bud.
You're absolutely right, Casey. He has played 6 minutes so far. 3 fouls on him.
12 points, though.
12 points, absolutely.
They're leaving him in there. This is a lot of trust.
This is great trust from Jeff Sparrow and Boyd Tuach.
This is a supreme amount of trust, but I'll tell you what, that is more trust than I'd be willing to put in a player. In 6 minutes, this is a long time, and this is an aggressive Saints team that knows he's in foul trouble.
That's Paese. Moller.
Let fly.
He will. Front of the rim, Davison gets it. Tuach almost picked up another one. Now let's see if they isolate him. Davison on the catch.
Beautiful.
Ingram can't get the roll. Davison
didn't get the result. But how about that little touch pass? Carlin Davison, just a fantastic facilitator. He's grown so much in that space. Just little drop it down, felt the contact, but Dante Ingram just couldn't get it to drop the right way on that rim. The slow roller goes not where they wanted it to.
Too easy.
And here's Rusbatch. Looking to bring it up for the Nuggets. Moller looking over the top, finds Tuach. Goes at Davison. Straight into the chest.
Is that foul number 3? Yeah, that's foul number 4. What is Tuach doing?
That is Isaiah Liafa, masterclass on defense. Stepped up and took the charge on Boyd Tuach, and he hits to the bench with 4.
Rolled the dice, came up snake eyes. And Tuach, he's got to have his line on his eyes on the back line of defense there, and it's almost like he expects Isaiah Liafa to move. He takes that bump from Carlin Davison, but there's no question about the player control foul. I don't think the crew wanted to call it on him, but they really had no choice. 4 fouls. We'll see in the second half.
Hunt looking to give it to Liafa, deep 3. Louis comes away with it, gives it up to Moller. Moller now. Ruspatch. Liafa tips it to Ingram on the contest from McKenzie.
If I'm the Saints, I want something inside the paint.
Like that? Nuggets, though, get the stop.
Maybe even something a bit more deliberate. I love a paint attack, but something where you're coming to 2 feet, forcing this Nuggets team to defend on the second side.
Louis in deep. That's a Pallacanestro with the cut. Great look from Alain Louis.
Multiple times tonight, this Saints team has got caught flat-footed just staring at the ball, and Coach Aaron Young is about to let his team know about it. The lead back to 8. When the Nuggets are scoring, it's nothing special. That was solid defense and just a defender looking at the ball when Tara Paese does the back cut. Tara Paese, how about after off his first start of the season a couple days ago, back to the bench, but he's responded well. Has come out and gotten aggressive offensively. 6 points for him now. 1 triple, 1 free throw, and 1 bucket from the floor.
Foul starting to mount up, though, for the Nuggets. Boy, Tuach has 4. They got 13 overall. And the Nuggets are in the bonus.
This has been the story of the Saints this year. So talented, at their best, they look fantastic, but at times it looks as though they're waiting for a switch to flip to get some energy going. But if you need to switch and flip and get some energy going, how about a large pizza from Sal's? 20% off. You choose which one. Online code Sal's MVP 26 and use that QR code valid until Thursday, the 11th of June. Go with your favorite. 20% off. That's like 2 out of every $10.
That's great math.
Thanks, man.
That's a great deal.
I wasn't sure.
What pizza would you go for, Casey?
I go for the most expensive one, Mills.
Oh, fantastic.
You know, because I'm trying to save the most money. And 20% off, if the more you spend, the more you save. So it's buffalo chicken all the way for me. Or maybe like 7 extra toppings. I want so many toppings that I can't see. I can't see the cheese.
Liafa. Dispatch on him. For something to happen, Davison can make things happen. And he does in the lane. The paint touch for the Saints, another bucket.
He almost scores on last resort. It's like, oh, fine, if you're going to make me.
It's so true.
He is one of those players that is just so much more willing and gets so much more joy out of setting others up. 18
of the Saints' 36 points have come in the paint. Now Moller looking to back down Ingram. Louis needs to get a shot up here. Stepping through. Oh, that's beautiful from Alain Louis.
Man, he's had some clever finishes down on that baseline. The bump on Isaiah Liafa earlier, that little step through there.
And it counts, Casey.
Isaiah Liafa says, oh, you like that? How about this? Just in transition, get him on skates, attack the glass, kiss it, and finish it. Tara Paese just doesn't have that bone marrow to keep Isaiah Liafa from getting where he wants to on the break.
Well, not many guards do on the perimeter.
I mean, not many bigs do.
True.
At the same time, that is a strong guard. Corey Webster used to call it the power guard.
That's a great description from Corey. Good on the make. Here's Ruspatch. Nice backdoor cut from McKenzie. Gives it back to Ruspatch, and McKenzie has it knocked away. Here's Liafa. Louis on his heels. Pepper in the corner. Davison on the offensive rebound. Turned it over. And Carlin Davison. Louis milks it. And Davison was called for the foul.
And he picks up his second personal foul. Joining Hiram Harris with 2 on the Saints bench. Alain Louis is playing a heady game. Gets that contact, sells the officials on it, nothing wrong with that. Offensive rebounds starting to become a thorn in the paw of this Nuggets squad. They're going to have to find a better way to come together as a collective to keep those tough offensive rebounding players for the Saints off the glass.
Here's Louis. Here comes Carlin Davison. Davison giving it to Pepper. Pepper pulls the trigger. Knocked away by Hiram Harris, back in the game, and it will stay with the Nuggets.
With 2.5 minutes to the break, this is winning time. The closing quarters is when you win games. Can the Nuggets close this corner and maintain or build on this 5-point lead? And of course, conversely, are the Nuggets going to be able to close this gap? They haven't found their full speed yet here in the first half. If they find it here in the last 2 minutes, they can go in tied or close to it.
Here's Louis. McKenzie. I'll settle for that with the Saints.
McKenzie, that's a shot he can hit, but might want it more off the stand than coming up in the motion coming up to that pass.
Harris backing down McKenzie. It's been a good matchup for Hiram Harris, and he gets the roll as Carlin Davison skies in.
So
knocks down McKenzie.
Is that a foul there? No, they're just allowing the knockdown. That's a legal knockdown, that one.
That's just fine.
Another example that time by Hiram Harris of the Saints team just recognizing when they have a strength and power advantage and just working it down on the block. They've been at their best today when they haven't done anything fancy. Just straight, you can't guard me and I'm going to go prove it.
Good. Myself, catch.
Ketchelaar rather, just good matchup on Moller there, bringing the ball up, and now it's going to be McKenzie with his feet set on the other side. Pepper looking to push. Teammates rejoin him. Ketchelaar stepping back. 3 ball on the way. Almost banked it in. Moller.
Pace slowing just a bit here down the stretch. Saints doing a better job of getting back in that defensive transition.
It's a Nuggets 3-point lead here. Here's Moller. Hand off to Rusbatch. Gives it back to Moller. 3 ball. Another missed 3. Starting to cool off for the Nuggets as Liafa puts the Jets on, is bumped. He'll head back to the Chemist Warehouse stripe to shoot 2.
And the Saints are closing strong. Had that 5-point deficit, hit 1 bucket. Back for another opportunity here from the Chemist Warehouse stripe, but it's the defensive end where they have really lifted their play. That made it so much more difficult for this Nuggets team. We're not seeing the cheap cuts on the back door, the defense on the weak side more locked in. And look where these catches are happening for the Nuggets. They're now a foot or 2 beyond that 3-point line instead of point or 2 within. Let's see what Coach Jeff Sparrow has to say about this last 2 minutes for his team.
The shooting two. All right, we got our player as well. Make sure we use it if we need it. All right, offensively, let's get a good, nice, calm wedge low. Good, nice, calm wedge low. Elaine, I want you here. I want Craig sending it here, and I want E delivering it. You understand? That's your 3 and wedge low. Craig said it. Elaine, come down. All right, makes sense. We're good. Okay. Hey, great shots on this end. Down here, let's just be a little grittier. Come on. Nuggets on 3. 1, 2, 3. Wedge low.
It's been a good first half for the Nuggets, coming off a game on Friday night, losing a heartbreaker to the Bulls, but got a game on their hands at the moment against the reigning champs.
And you love to see that kind of mental bounce back. It's not the easiest thing to do, especially when you're losing the game at home. You have to travel, everything else that comes in between. But they have come out here in the first 20 minutes and responded well. Unfortunately for them, the job's only half done. They've taken a few punches and thrown a few haymakers of their own. But it's going to have to come down to a higher level of execution and effort in this second half to hold off a powerful Saints team that's on its way in the comeback.
Alpha, that's the first.
Had all that scoring early too. 3 players in double figures with Rusbatch, Tuach, and Pepper all over 10 in that first quarter. Well, It's been about a quarter since then, and it's Pepper with 12, Tuach with 12, and Rusbatch with 10. The leading scorers have had the clamps put on them as well.
Mini 7-0 run, looking at the pressure, and they've got to get it over half court.
Got 2 seconds.
They've got a BNZ player timeout if they want to use it. But they managed to do it. Louis bobbles it, Rusbatch puts it on the floor. Little runner is good, Ethan Rusbatch.
In between games, so powerful. When you're able to hit that runner, we got a whistle on the floor to take that wet spot out from Ethan Rusbatch, who did well. Nearly lost the ball, but then somehow gets it across from his bum, slings that pass down, and then on this catch, probably could have been a foul up high on Carlin Davison, would have been his third, but instead, Rusbatch showing the skill on the runner, knocks it home. Right when I say he hasn't scored, 2 points for him, he's up to 12.
It's a markedly different scoring quarter for the Nuggets from the first, just 14 now. 32 through the first quarter, still have a 3-point lead though. Hanging on to this 3-point lead though, a little grimly, as the Saints have really fought back here.
He got that switch, Rusbatch on Davison.
Liafa to tie it. McKenzie with the board. Louis with Pepper on him. Down to 10. Knocked away, Hiram Harris and Carlin Davison. Great defense. Saints can hold for the last shot of the half here at TSB Bank Arena. Carlin Davison watching the clock wind down. Down to 5. Pepper from deep. Knocks it down and ties it up. Excellent response from the Saints here. As the BNZ player timeout is called by the Nuggets with 0.9 to go.
Well, you could think of you couldn't think of too many better places to go with the basketball than Elijah Pepper with the clock running down. And thanks to that BNZ player timeout, it's your chance to get a ticket to the big game. Scan that QR code for a chance to win tickets. Just follow the instructions once there. And we're looking for groups, school groups, community groups, basketball groups, other sports groups too, I guess.
0.3 added to the clock, 1.2 for the Nuggets here. Get to advance the ball in the BNZ player timeout.
I like Rusbatch down there on the baseline for the little fadeaway.
Here we go, it's McKenzie. And that'll do us for the first half. 46 apiece here, good fight back from the Saints after the Nuggets came out hot and put 32 on them in the first quarter. It's a 46 all game at halftime at TSB Bank Arena.
The Nugget squad came out with some power early on and really found that range from deep, but the Saints defense normalized things in the second quarter and just made it that much more difficult for the Nuggets to score in the half court before working their way all the way back in to tie it at 46. As we head to the second half, it's going to come down to, I think, who can defend better and who can execute in that half court.
Well, Elijah Pepper joins us now. Thank you for your time, Elijah. What was the key to turning around the defense in that second quarter for you?
Yeah, the volume wasn't turned up, sorry.
No, you're good, man. The question was, what was different defensively for you in that second quarter?
Yeah, we were just flying around. We were talking the switches. I mean, the big thing was just communication for us. The first quarter was really bad. That second quarter was a lot better, and you can see that in the score.
Doing a nice job of sharing the basketball. Offensively, you've been pretty solid over both ways. Is there anything that the Saints are finding a little bit more activity is? Looks like you're going to that switch quite often on the block.
Yeah, I mean, when they're showing, we got to get off it and hit that roll guy. That's the big thing. They're switching on that. We just get the swing pass and then the roll, and it's a layup every time.
Appreciate your time, Elijah. Good luck for the second half.
Appreciate it.
So Elijah Pepper, excellent work through that first half, ending with 15, a knockdown 3 to tie it up at 46. And they had a 24-14 second quarter advantage. Ethan Rusbatch joins us now. Ethan, thank you for your time. 12 points in the half for you. What was the difference coming into the game in that first quarter? You guys really turned it on.
Yeah, bola. You know, we like I've said every time I talk here, we're coming with a plan and we've got to execute what we do. We know Pep's going to get his looks. I think for the most part we did a pretty good job of limiting his touches. You know, we could clean up a few of the offensive boards that they're getting, but you know, looking after the ball and staying out of foul trouble was pretty key for us.
Coach Sparrow trusts Boyd Tuach to play with that third personal. He picked up his fourth. How does that impact the Nuggets coming into the second half, especially on that defensive side?
In my mind, here's 0. You just got to play like you got no fouls.
I love it, bro. Appreciate the time. Good luck in the second half.
Thanks, boys.
That's all tied up at 46. Back after the break. Hoki mai, welcome back to TSB Bank Arena. It's all locked up at halftime, 46 apiece. Good first quarter for the Nuggets, better second quarter for the Saints. And that's why we have deadlock at halftime. Andrew Mulligan, Casey Frank, and some pretty good shooting from some exceptional players in that first half.
And how about this Otago Nuggets team? 7 3-pointers in the first half. Started with Boy Tuach from deep. And that got everybody's eye, and 17 for 33, 51% overall. Slowed down a bit in the second quarter, down to 33%, but they were able to interweave some attacks on the basket with those three-pointers. The three-pointers set it up, but the finishes inside the arc kept them close. But it was everybody involved. Moeller, Ruspatch, Tuach, Tarapaese. It was a full team activity for the Wellington Saints. Well, their highlights were a little bit more steady. Didn't have that first quarter explosion, but they did a lot of board work, attacking the glass. Those second chance opportunities, so key. Moving without the basketball. Elijah Pepper, 15 points in the first half. He had 12 at quarter time, so the Nuggets were able to slow him down a little bit in that second quarter. But overall, it was the collective play of this Saints team outside of Elijah Pepper. So many weapons, so many players to choose from that got things going. Take a look at the halftime sets, thanks to the Chemist Warehouse. Both teams shooting great from the free throw line, but 3 times as many attempts for that Saints unit.
And just 2 of 11 from 3 for the Saints. A little bit un-Saints-like, to be honest, but might just get those clean looks. Could be a different story coming out of halftime here at the TSB Bank Arena. And it's another great crowd in to see another excellent game of basketball for the reigning champs. All locked up at 46, third quarter after the break for you. Tamo Hokuma, welcome back. It is the Saints and the Nuggets tied up at 46 just before halftime ends here at the TSB Bank Arena in Wellington on the waterfront. And it's Ethan Rusbatch and his ability to get off shots all over the floor, really. It's good first half from Ethan Rusbatch with his 12 points.
12 points and did it in 19 and a half minutes. He's barely been off the court, so he's gonna probably play close to 40 because of that two-watch foul trouble, and he's gonna have to keep scoring at this rate. And he didn't just do it from three, put the ball on the deck, had some backdoor cuts, but it is, of course, that deep shot that keeps everything mixed around and sets up other activity like the runner so he can put it on the deck. Such a key scorer, his leadership, his offensive ability, and his defensive activity today as well. So valuable for the Nuggets. They're going to need more of it if they want to break this deadlock and have a chance to get the victory in the capital today.
Game's leading scorer is Elijah Pepper. He has 15. Rusbatch and Tuach have 12 apiece for the Nuggets. Tuach, 4 of 6 from the floor, played just under 7 minutes, and he has 4 fouls on him.
The question is, when do you bring him back in the game? Sometimes difficult for a guy to sit for an entire quarter and a half, especially when he only played 6-7 minutes, as Rusbatch gets fouled there. Good call, as Liafa got too aggressive onto the arm. But it's going to be a real question about when do you bring Boyd Tuach back into the game? Do you bring him into the third quarter, let him get his feet wet so he doesn't get too still, too cold? Or do you wait until that fourth quarter with 6 minutes left and say, if you get your foul, you have to get your foul?
If this is your first Otago Nuggets game, you will love the energy Jeff Sparrow brings. He is perpetual motion on the sidelines.
Yeah, he's one of those guys with itchy feet. He's certainly out there inspiring his team, and he's done a nice job of getting this unit ready this season. His first year as the head coach for the Nuggets, was an assistant last season, but he has certainly imprinted his personality on the team this season.
Really has on the defensive end as well. League's leading defense on points allowed. And Davison used the floor beautifully to the Saints. Akechilea, the recipient of a couple of nice plays. And that's another foul on Isaiah Liafa after Rusbatch made 3 of his free throws at the Chemist Warehouse stripe. And that is Liafa's 3rd foul.
Well, not the way that the Saints wanted to start. Liafa's pressure, very key to what they're doing, but beautiful offense for the Saints. The little pocket pass out of the on ball, then the extra pass by Carlin Davison. Love that interior passing between big men in the paint. Can really slice and dice some defenses that way.
Miller Joe's looking to push as he wants to do, and he puts it down on Pepper's head.
Oh my, give him the in and out at half court and pick up speed, cleared for takeoff in the capital. Isaac Miller-Joes.
Carlin Davison answers the right back on Miller-Joes.
And gives him the stare down. Laughs from Miller-Joes saying, okay, highlights for you, highlights for me. Get back on the rim, boys. That's the way to start a second half.
Someone else smash it down. Do it again, Isaac. Broken up by Carlin. Rusbatch has it though. Fall away. That's good as well. Ethan Rusbatch moves to 14.
Excellent use of the ball fake.
17.
Right place, right time. Drops it off and gets the roll.
Pepper. Liafa again. The bounce pass. The floor is your friend, kids. Just a little too low for Carlin Davison to reel that in. And here we go. Highlight after highlight.
Right on the head of Elijah Pepper, and then back the other way, the cross-up. Miller-Joes underneath, and Carlin Davison lets him know about it.
Akechilea pointed at him as well. Great screen from Akechilea. Louis kicks it out. Moller steps in. Left it short.
Oh, what a tip.
What a save. Davison and 1.
Ethan Rusbatch tried to pull out. He was going to let him have it, but got that low contact. Might have kept Carlin Davison from finishing with the flush, but does not take away the three-point play opportunity. Look at the hustle here by Alir. Just a tip through 2 defenders. And then Carlin Davison off to the races, going up. Oh, I'll give the switch, the MJ switch to the left hand. Making the earth sick with that 3rd pick.
Saw the long arms of Sam Perkins, perhaps. Here's Carlin Davison.
Could have been. This looks like an enjoyable ball game out there today. No animosity, just two teams playing hard, putting their bodies on the line, and up to this point, putting on a bit of an offensive show.
This is a great start to the third quarter. All tied up at 53. We've pretty much had it all. We just need a big block now. Vatapayese, Pepper on him. He pulls it back, and Davison pulls it down above the rim.
The Russ Patch wasn't even in the same area code when he got that snatch from him.
Ingram. That rims out. Louis dropping it off to Russ Batch. Miller Joes with the rebound. Davison said he stepped out, or it bounced out. Miller Joes, nice finish.
Uses his body so well there to find the body in the rear and then stretches out with the left. What a steal! Picks the pocket as well.
Moller for three in transition. Davison, another rebound. Feels like he's got at least 12, but it's only 6 at the moment. He is their leading rebounder with 7. Pepper. And Elaine Louis just throws Davison to the floor.
Well, Elaine Louis has been playing very physically with Carlin Davidson off the ball, and Davidson has spoken to the officials a few times trying to bring that to attention. So instead he goes, tell you what, if you're not going to blow the whistle, I'll just force you to do it. Sometimes you got to sell that contact.
Hey, watch the uphill pitches. Uphill pitches.
2-point lead. Ketchalier wanted that rip through, had the angle too.
Pepper kicks it out. Davison has it. Pepper gets that look, gives it to Davison though, in the corner. Too strong. Alea, that should be a shot clock violation, and it is.
I really do like that patience by the Saints, but a couple of shots there probably could have been taken. But you don't mind that unselfishness when it leads to great looks, and that was a great look for Davison in the corner, but maybe rushed a little bit because he didn't know how much time he had left on the clock.
Louis. No boy Tuach, 4 fouls on him. He's their leading scorer. Just a shade under 20 a game. Vatapayese down to 6.
So Paese lets that one up, but only really Ethan Rusbatch moving on that possession. 4 other blue jerseys staying pretty static.
17 for Rusbatch. The Arthur straight on 3 from deep. Too strong.
And for me, Isaiah Liafa shooting that jump shot on Craig Muller's letting him off the hook. You got a big, you should put it on the bounce, force him to defend with his feet.
Louis.
Great screen by Rusbatch again.
Moller knocks that down. And Craig Moller now moves to 9 for the Nuggets. We've got a timeout.
Just love the execution of this Nugget squad. It's been really good today.
Excuse me, we've got subs on the make. My apologies. Rusbatch and Louis will sit.
I thought there was it sounded like there was a timeout, but apparently the whistle was for something else.
It's been tough shooting for Liafa so far in this game. He and Ingram combining for 2 for 15. Caleb Smiler in the game for the Nuggets.
Caleb Smiler played just over 3 minutes in the first half.
Hiram Harris out there for the Saints, as is Jordan Hunt. Davison, one of the contact. Called for a foul, but none coming. Moller, though, going at Jordan Hunt. A kick out to Miller Joes. Goes at Hiram Harris. Again, it's another Carlin Davison rebound. His 8th.
And no baby blue jerseys on the offensive glass. Looks like the Nuggets' energy levels have just dropped a bit.
Too strong off the glass for Davison.
Where do you go for offense right now without Ethan Rusbatch on the game court? He's been so key to the movement in the half court, obviously having a good offensive game.
Oh, Bardsley, what a feed from Smiler.
That's where you go. Matt Bardsley with the pick and the slip. Got a screen to get open as a big.
Slapped away by Bardsley, the slippery eel. Looking to run with his rapid league buddies, and he gets it to Smiler. And that is great effort from the Nuggets, I should say, bench, to come in and just give them offense. And they have a 9-point lead. Timeout, Aaron Young and the Saints.
I mean, huge production from the bench there. You couldn't hope for anything more than that when you're Coach Jeff Sparrow. You take Russ Batch out, you take Elaine Louis out, say, okay, guys, the backups, it's up to you now. When they come out, well, they stretch the lead to 9.
To dictate how we want to play. We had a very good possession of running drag chase, and then we haven't executed anything since. Let's get back to that. All right? They're switching. Don't fall in love with the switch ISO. Get off it, we'll get them in the wash. That's what they're doing to us. They're getting us on cuts and back cuts, and we're falling in love with just playing isolations. We've got to get away from that a little bit. Defensively, understand who their personnel is. Bardsley is trying to set screens and slip. Understand what Bola's trying to do. Understand we've got to be locked into the personnel. That's going to dictate a lot of it, but it starts with our pressure. Good offense will lead to good defense. Let's go. Hey, I know I said drag chase, but let's get to punches right now with be at the 1. Let's get some flow going out of this. Find down on the third side. Down. Here we go.
Not a lot of X's and O's on that whiteboard, Casey, but excellent defensive realignment from head coach Aaron Young.
And he's asking first the recognition about who you're guarding. And I was mentioning that before when Bardsley's in the game. He is a slip guy. Craig Muller, you know he wants to catch and shoot. But it is that activity. You know, we have seen the Saints at times get a little stagnant on the switch, force it into the post, but they have looked much more smooth when they've got that ball going from side to side. Look at this extended defense for the Saints against the Saints.
Oh, Zach McKenzie.
Ooh, that looked pretty clean.
They look real clean. Maybe it's not on Zach McKenzie. We'll find out momentarily. Didn't quite catch the number. As you can see here, it might be on Bardsley. Or maybe it's on McKenzie on the body. Is the foul?
Nice action up high, and the Nuggets were so extended that when Hunt slipped hard, he was able to get that ball with a lot of space. Hits the first from the Chemist Warehouse strike. I wouldn't be surprised if the Saints came out here and gave a little bit of token full court pressure as well. And a couple of really successful stints with that in the first half.
It's just such a great bounce back performance from the Nuggets after losing a heartbreaker at home against the Bulls. Carter Witt with a buzzer beating.
And the Bulls were up 7 or 8 with about 5 minutes left, so a great effort by the Bulls, and then to have that shot by Carter Witt with no time left. A dream finish for Bulls fans.
Moller, tough turnaround. Harris all over him.
He's just going to close that space time and time again. If I'm Craig Muller, I would want to go away from that fadeaway.
Pepper. Elijah Pepper has re-entered the chat.
And Keith Rusbash checks right back into the ball game. Jeff Sparrow sees something and he doesn't like it.
He really comes away with a steal.
Kelly Smiley got the sniper.
He certainly did as Pepper bangs down another. And just like that, the Saints are back in it. And the crowd starts to find their voice in the third.
Well, the bench mob came on and did such a great job before the timeout. Timeout Saints, refocus, and guess what, bench mob? We're coming right for you. First it's the Pepper 3, then it's Hiram Harrison transition. Thinking the whole time I'm going to Pepper.
It's just what you expect Elijah Pepper to do, though, is pull the trigger when he has the opportunities. Let's listen in on the Nuggets.
Yep. Okay, diamond 5 again. If you got the slip, take it. Diamond 5 again. If you got the slip, take it. All right? Double stack, peel people back or use your X a little more. Okay? You know any action that Harris is going to be involved. He's jumping it. He's trying to reach. I would keep him away from the ball. Don't bring up Hiram Harris onto the ball. Okay? Double stack. Diamond 5. Let's go to work. Nuggets on 3. 1, 2, 3.
It's like a whole nother language.
It really is. Diamond 5 double stack coming up, people. Elijah Pepper, 21, 7 of 9.
7 of 9 from the field. Oh my goodness.
Last couple of games, 2 of 3. He's had 2 40 pieces, had 45 in his last outing against the Jets.
That is the season high in the Sal's NBL. It's gonna be tough to match that today, but I wouldn't put it past him.
Up ahead to Smiler. On the reverse, too strong. Bardsley got his hands in there, but it will stay with the Saints.
Don't mind that shot from Caleb Smiley, though. We saw a similar move by him earlier in the game that was successful. And he's such a strong body. He's got that ability to finish. Just unfortunately didn't find it. How about that response out of the timeout? 8-0 run. And looking to make it 10.
Yuli back in the game, back in the league. 4 years playing collegiate basketball in the States. Hiram Harris lost the handle. Here's Pepper, pull up. Oh, nothing but net. Elijah Pepper is on one right now. I believe that's 8 straight points for the Saints.
That is 10 straight now.
10, make it 10.
That is a 10-0 run to take the lead. They were down 9 when they called that timeout. Nuggets haven't scored since.
Here's Hiram Harris, stolen away. Harris, tipped in by who else? Elijah Pepper. He's got 25. Make it 10 straight for him.
He is putting it together.
Bardsley in deep on Hunt. Got the block. Did the Hutt Valley High former pupil.
And Boyd Tuach is checking back in the game.
Pepper from deep. Banging it down. Elijah Pepper with a flamethrower.
He's had 13 straight. Elijah Pepper says, oh, maybe I can get another 40-piece. The roof is blowing up because the fans love the scoring ability of this man. 10 for 12 from the field, 83% from the floor. 5 of 7 from deep. He can do it from the mini. He can do it from deep. Look at the space he creates off that dribble. And Bardsley not even the same area code. And from the logo, it gets messy from the meshy. Knocks it home.
Talking about Tyson or? Yeah.
And a much calmer Aaron Young in this timeout now.
Stay with what we're doing. Don't go away from it. Keep being disruptive. Zay, if you're defending Ethan and he curls that stuff, great talk on that switch out. But then we got to attach. Attach and fight through those actions. Let's go, fellas. More of the same. Yeah, here we go. Talk it out. Say something. 1, 2, 3. Say it.
It's a 15-0 Elijah Pepper run. 68-62 Elijah Pepper.
That's not bad.
It's not bad at all. Game 3 at Madison Square Garden, 12:30 on Tuesday on ESPN. Spurs Knicks. Either way, the city burns if the Knicks, whatever the result of
Fire
the NBA Finals will be, the New York City will be on fire.
The NYPD is sweating.
It'll turn into Gotham City as Ruspatch steps into it too strong. Harris with the rebound.
The Nuggets just do not have an answer. Had a 9-0 run to take that lead, but it's been 15-0 since, and the Saints are just taking over. Good save there by Moeller.
I can't believe they didn't go back to Pepper.
It's a good point. It's a good point.
15-0 run. Louis finds Tuach back in the game, slipping around on the baseline.
Just a ball watching has been a problem for the Saints. When they get locked in there, they're paying too much attention to the ball, not to that weak side.
Azalea has found his range.
Somebody else can score. Azalea gets in on the body. He's up to 10 points.
7 assists as well for Liafa. Mola. Biggest lead of the game for the Saints here. Louis gives it to Tuach, poked away by Pepper, gets it back. 6 on the shot clock. Minute 20 to go. Tuach stepping back, taken away by Pepper, and that'll be a turnover.
Well, the defense has picked up a level or two, making it very difficult in that half court. The late clock exasperates the problem. Now we've got Carlton Davison checking back in, going to pick up the pace a wee bit. This is the biggest lead of the game for the Saints.
Elijah Pepper with 28, 15 points in this quarter. It's 45 in his last outing against the Jets. Big fourth quarter coming up. They have to put Tuach out there on him. He's just a longer defender. As Carlin Davison gets the roll, the Saints are starting to march right now. Everything is dropping for them. Lead is up to 9.
Carlin Davison's been so patient today. Just really taking his time, getting to his spots, does not really get disturbed by the defense at all.
Rusbatch chased off the three-point line, no. Steps to his left and knocks it down. Felt like he got hit on the arm as well.
Man, did the Nuggets need that bucket. Just needed some positive news. Up to 20 points for Ethan Rusbatch and cuts it back to a 2-possession ball game.
Harris. Yuli. Back to Hiram Harris. First game back. Liafa found him in the corner. Carlin Davison, another board. That's 9 for him. Just puts up a floater. Hiram Harris on the glass. We'll head to the Chemist Warehouse strike.
Hiram Harris and Carlin Davison playing some hot potato. I don't want to shoot it, you shoot it. Both had pretty decent looks, but both very willing passers, and then eventually Hiram Harris does what he does best. Does the dirty work on the glass as we take a look at what the Saints have coming up after this one.
Oh, huge game coming up in the 09 for the Saints. And they have to play round 11 against the Bulls up there as well. And then Giants at home here at TSB Bank Arena.
Didn't get the Auckland double. Always difficult. I mean, I wonder if they just stay up there for a week.
Spent a few nights in Pukekohe.
Nuggets coming up. Got the Rams and Airs at home. That Rams battle is going to be a key one. If the Nuggets have top 4 aspirations.
They have the Airs, Jets, and then they have the Airs after the Jets as well.
And those Airs games are going to be key for a Nuggets team if they do want to stay in that top 6. Airs showed great things in that first half against the Tuatara yesterday. Just couldn't do it for 40.
Davison and Rusbatch get tied up.
Check the elbows, Mace. Rub some dirt on it, you'll be okay.
15 seconds to go in this third quarter. It's been all Saints. 29 points in this third quarter. Tuach with the ball, down to 6. Yuli on him, Tuach. Needs to get it up, stolen away, and that'll do us for the third. And the Saints will head to the third quarter break with a 75-67 lead, and they get control of this game. Take a break, and we'll come back with the fourth after that. It was all tied up at halftime until Elijah Pepper broke free, got loose, went on a 15-0 run, and they lead by 8. Aaron Young joins us now. Aaron, it just looks pretty simple when Elijah Pepper gets loose like that, but it's a lot harder than you probably expected this Nuggets team to be, or were you expecting this fight back after their loss on Friday?
No, I mean, they are who they are, and they're doing a good job of having a solid identity defensively, but for us, it was just, like you said, simple, and we did a lot of good things by just playing hard.
From your eye, Aaron, what has been the difference? We've seen a couple of patches in today's game where the Saints have actually been fantastic defensively, but other at times when you've been a bit timid and the Nuggets have been able to get a little bit of rhythm. From your eye on the sideline, what's the switch that gets flipped between those two styles of play defensively?
We're not a good team when we point switch and just expect someone else to do the job. When we get in the fight, we get gritty. That's when we're a good defensive team.
Coach, thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
I was going to ask him why he didn't go back to Elijah Pepper after the timeout to try and keep it going, but I thought I'd leave that one. He seems a little bit grumpy.
You'll have to find yourself. You're only allowed 2 questions as broadcasters.
That's not true.
You can't ask
no, we can ask 3. I write the rules.
I'll ask for our producer, Rob. Is it 2 questions?
We can always squeeze the 3rd one in there.
Rob's not talking to me.
I think he's more mad at me now. I'm letting everybody behind the curtain.
Davison gives it to Pepper. Poked away by Miller-Joes. Still 11 on the shot clock, though. Elijah Pepper looking to step back. Spits the double. The kitchen lead, trying to keep it alive. Bardsley with it.
Fighting against a much bigger player, Bardsley able to get out of it, and the Nuggets got something going again.
Knocked away. Bardsley again. Stepping through left hand, pretty from Matt Bardsley.
Man, I love this guy's game. I have for years. Just all hustle and grit, right place, right time, and he sort of knows for the basketball. The Nuggets needed some kind of spark. Maybe he can provide it.
He's so crucial off the bench. He's that cliche, do-it-all, energy, defensive guy, but he's been doing it for many a season now for the Nuggets. 2-time champ with the Otago Nuggets. And they missed him quite a bit in their skill when they've been losing games. They started well, 4-0.
He's a fantastic piece to have off the bench. The energy that a guy like that gives to you, the switchability on defense, but also the intelligence as a player. We saw his cuts away from the basketball earlier, the ability to score without having the ball in hand. All those things are key. And when you lose one of those back-end pieces like that, it does have a flow-on effect that maybe isn't as visible when he's around the program.
Ingram makes the second. Nobody wants to inbound the ball.
Didn't start the count on him yet. That's lucky. Sometimes they just start that count. You got to chase it down and get it in quickly.
Louis to Rusbatch. Saints with a 7-point lead here. Rusbatch looking to make it 4. Miller-Joes offensive rebound. And Louis. And deep. Finds Miller-Joes with a one-handed jam.
Louis playing that power guard, just backing down, getting position, and then drawing multiple defenders. Kept those eyes open. And Miller-Joes flushes it. And we now getting that Pepper assignment as well, sticking tight to him on the perimeter.
This is Carlin Davison. Really, Pepper.
I did not expect that one to miss.
I'm with you. Now only 10 of 14.
Cool down. Pepper. Ice cold.
Real heat check shot, that one. Davison on Louis, barking orders. Wants his bigs to move. Louis with 5 on the shot clock. Nice work, patience.
That's a strong move. Bumps Ingram and then uses that shot fake so well. And then the clever footwork underneath. The Nuggets have worked their way back into things because of the effort on this end. Can they keep the defense up?
Lane Louis just quietly has 4 fouls on him. 8 points, 7 assists. So also problems there with Tuach. Also on 4 fouls, sitting to start the 4th. Yuli misses that one. Moller with the board himself.
Nuggets challenged him for that one.
That's 11 rebounds for Craig Moller.
He's a great rebounder.
Working for a double-double. He's got 9 points. Miller-Joes, another one. Lost the handle on the way up, though.
Oh, unfortunate there. He's had a turnover. No, it stays with him. I thought that went off the foot of Carlin Davison.
Hiram Harris coming back in the game.
There's that first find where Miller-Joes flushes it off the vert dunk with some power. And then this beautiful little head fake.
There's some pretty basketball. The Alpha back in the game as well. Hiram Harris straight into the chest of Zach McKenzie. He's absolutely feasted on that matchup. Zach McKenzie's doing his best.
He held on for dear life on that basketball there.
He certainly did.
But you know Hiram Harris is going to drive, and you know he likes that little crossover. Just need to give him a little bit more space, but the problem is McKenzie just doesn't have that power to keep Hiram Harris from going to where he wants to go right now.
Come back from Japan as Hiram Harris, played over 50 games in the Japanese league. Ben! Elijah Pepper! It's been amazing in the second half.
It has been amazing.
It's 31 now.
Just a little jab step clears the spot. Not a bad contest, but if you're guarding Elijah Pepper right now, you have to make him put the ball on the floor. He is locked in.
Louis has it poked away.
Beautiful steal by Carlin Davison to ignite this fast break.
Elijah Pepper again. This time off to the left. Bardsley with the board.
Nuggets have to counterattack. There's possibilities here.
Tied up by Pepper.
Jump ball called.
Possession arrow. Going the way.
Look at that little jab. Creates a bit of space. Great challenge. McKenzie's right there. But it does not matter. And there we see the jump ball.
It will be Nuggets ball.
He shows the ref. That's all ball, baby. And he was correct. 6 points lead with 6 minutes left.
What's hotter? The cupping or the shooting of Elijah Pepper? Is the cupping to cool him down?
Cupping's to get that arm going back into action.
The inflammation.
Because it's got a lot of torque shooting that many jumpers. Big time out here. Let's see what he wants to talk about, because this is a big possession for them.
Lock in, lock in. Okay, we're box 3. Craig is here. All right, let's get. Yeah, box 3. Get him his fucking fade. Box, excuse my language. Get him his fade. Get him his fade. You understand? It's. Okay, box 3. Execute here. Execute, get a stop, execute, get a stop. Box 3 is the only thing that matters right now. We are there. Let's finish. Nuggets on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Always appreciate the coach checking his language. Thank you, Jeff Sparrow. Sharks Bulls coming at you from 5 p.m. from ILT Stadium, Southland and Otago. Glenn Lama, Kayla Manu Irirangi on the call for that one. Now round out round 9 for you in the Sal's NBL. Sharks looking to get back on top in the Sal's NBL. Currently, it's the Tuatara up there.
Where are they going to get a bucket here? I just feel like they're going to have to start scoring with a bit more consistency to keep pace with the Saints team, who's looking more comfortable as this game goes along.
Louis has it stuffed by Ketchalia.
It's pounded into the glass.
Hiram Harris to Alea, tied up by Rosbach.
Heads up foul. Are they going to say that's on the way up or on the floor?
I think that's just the second foul.
They're saying shooting.
Ethan Rosbach.
That's tough. I thought they fouled him before the catch. Ketchalier saying, no, I'm definitely going up with it as a good guard goes. Take a look at the live standings here. The Saints looking to hold on to, or actually move up into that third position.
Yeah. You look at Tuatara there on top. It actually comes down to points percentage rather than win percentage as to who goes to top if they're tied up. So if the Sharks win, they go to 10-2. Tied on the wins with the Tuatara, but it does come down to points percentage, who will be on top of the ladder end of round 9. And that's a Casey Frank equation, not mine.
It certainly is going to be a lot of Tuatara, because that Rapid League team is putting points on the scoreboard in bunches, and that's going to help them down the stretch when it comes to those points percentage conversations.
A Rapid League record 63 the other day as Tuach misses early with the ball. Pepper given room again. Too strong.
There's a couple of clean looks for Elijah Pepper, who was 10 for 12 and now is 11 for 17.
Tuach with his feet set. Bangs down a three. That'll feel good for boy Tuach. He's had to sit most of the game with 4 fouls.
And 17 points in 11 minutes. That is mighty impressive.
It's Elijah Pepper quality.
Likes the rims in this gym, but just has not had enough court time. We'll see him for the rest of this one as long as he doesn't foul, though.
Alea. Hiram Harris over the back of Craig Muller.
Welcome back, Hiram.
Got shunted into Wade's town.
He is an unstoppable force on that glass. Has such a nose for it.
Dropping it off for Miller-Jones. That's pretty from Tuach and the New Zealand big.
Perfect basketball. Nice little pocket pass, the little drop off from Tuach and the easy finish. Nuggets staying tight, but need to collect stops from this end.
Akichalea driving, spinning, tried to find Iuli. And then it just rolls out of bounds. Moller couldn't control it.
Oh, I thought there was some contact there.
They want the foul. Jeff Sparrow shaking his head.
Kitchalier looked like he got a hand in there. Craig Muller just goes for the dribble and the ball just goes straight off. But regardless, that's going to stick with the Saints on this end, and the shot clock resets to 14 because of the change of possession.
Pepper finds Hunt. Oh, that's tough off the glass. Nice basketball from the Aussie to the Kiwi.
Good challenge. Craig Muller was there, and he wasn't there late, but the natural lefty is able to get it up on the glass for that layup.
Nuggets need to score in bunches and get stops. They're down 7. Stop the clock, get fouled on the drive, Louis. And that'll be just the second team foul for the Saints here. So 2 shots coming up for Alain Louis, though.
Beautiful pass there on the left. Just well put. And Jordan Hunt just kisses off the glass. There's that foul. A lot of arm there by Carlin Davison. He puts his hand up, and this will be Alain Louis with 2. And your chance to get your school in for the Hoops and Schools program. Otago, Southland, your region is up. Use that QR code and see if you can't get a hoop and a school near you, all thanks to the Chemist Warehouse and Basketball New Zealand. Every single free throw this season adds to that kitty. See if you can't get a piece of it in your region soon.
Louis makes both. Cuts the lead to 5, 86-81. Reigning champs at home. TSB Bank Arena on a Sunday afternoon against the Otago Nuggets. Already played this weekend as Elijah Pepper, again, just getting free, getting loose with 33 now.
And Alain Louis sitting underneath with those 4 fouls. He just cannot challenge, cannot afford to do it. Elijah Pepper understands that and gets the easy layup.
Louis again going into the paint. Pepper on him. Looking to back down the Aussie. Felt like he got fouled.
Well, he's used a little bit of a hook there as well. I don't think it was a foul by Perot.
Oh, Colin Davison! Thought about a finger roll and still managed to jam it down. Oh my goodness, Colin.
I'll go to the left and I'll dunk it too.
I might dunk it while I'm up here. It must be nice.
The offhand dunk. You know you're bouncing when you go with the offhand dunk. Oh, Colin Davison. He still doesn't know how much athleticism he has in that body, but he does have 13 points and 11 rebounds.
Great double-doubles for Colin Davison. And he gets a steal. Tries to find somebody, gets it, kept his feet.
A couple of steps there.
It's okay. Hiram Harris, Bardsley on him. Harris picks it out. Alea with time. Corner 3 is good. And that might just about do it at the moment. The Saints on a roll here, leading by 12.
This is where that second game of the round really starts to wear on those legs. These last 2 minutes, can they have the energy for one more run? It's been tough sledding over the last couple of minutes.
Again, the defense is right up in the grill of the Nuggets. Miller-Jones looking to try. Bardsley cut, Muller 3. Hiram Harris with a rebound.
Oh, that was one they probably had to have if they had any realistic shot of getting back into it.
Working the clock now are the Saints with this 12-point lead. Side to Hiram Harris. Clock shortens. Liafa all alone. Knocked down 3 back to back. And that'll do it. The Saints have just crushed them here in the 4th. They're on a big old run at the moment.
Yeah, they're going to go with Nuggets are going to go with an all-guard lineup to finish as we take another look at the left-handed jam.
Carlin.
A little bit of contact at the end as well, and then to catch a Lear off the Hiram Harris find.
Just 2 threes. The Liafa one, the second one. Just the Nuggets just not rotating.
And the Nuggets just not able to capitalize on that fast start from beyond the arc. 7 triples in the first half. 10 for the game.
It's a 10-0 run. And it's the biggest lead of the game. .143 to go in the game. And the fatigue starting to set in on a double game round, as you said, Casey. But also the defensive rotations just leaving them down here, down the stretch. As now the Nuggets look to score. Fata Paese. The pass was a little hard and low, and he just couldn't quite corral it.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because this final scoreline certainly doesn't belie the effort that the Nuggets put into this one, or how tight this was on the Saints. But another ground when they just came up at the end and found a way to win. The Saints almost put another bucket in there. Isaiah Liafa was
10 points for him, 10 points for Hiram Harris, 10 points for Akechi Lear, 31 for Elijah Pepper.
Every starter in double figures for the Saints today.
Carlin picks up the foul. There's Carlin Davison. And so Carlin Davison picks up foul number 3. That's the Saints' 4th team foul with 1:02 to go.
Now the Nuggets
came in prepared, as they always do with Jeff Sparrow as coach. They're just running out of gas here.
Yeah, tough round for him. Had that victory snatched away from him by Carter Witt. Coming up against the Southland Sharks, who not too long from now. We see a BNZ player timeout.
It's a big game for the Bulls coming up as well, on the road in Southland, as they look to get a win, and they can go to 6-6 as the Nuggets drop to 5-6, which is what the Bulls are currently on.
Scan that QR code to get your BNZ tickets to the big game and see if you've got a chance to win them. Follow those instructions and get a group to a sideline near you, thanks to BNZ, proudly supporting the next generation of Kiwi Hooper.
Staring down the barrel, their 3rd loss in a row. The Otago Nuggets, the Saints, it'll be their 3rd win in a row as Paese. It's an easy layup, great play.
Yeah, really nice sideline out of bound action.
I'm going to say it's the greatest BNZ player timeout play I've seen. I mean, I've seen a lot. You've seen a lot. Honestly, I haven't seen many that work.
I haven't seen many that have gone to an actual play that we had like 3 rotations and 2 screens. It's a lot of on ball and get it up.
That's beautiful.
Well done, players. So it's not quite over yet, but
of course, it is all about points percentage and points for and against. In case you're wondering why Pepper's still out there, Elijah Pepper, Carlin Davison, and why you're calling a BNZ player timeout when you're down by as much as you are.
You're never down.
You're never down in the Sal's NBL. As Ruspatch pulls the trigger, knocks down that 3. Ethan Ruspatch, 23 for him now, 8 of 15. An excellent game, but he's not going to get the win, and that'll hurt the most for Ethan Ruspatch.
I'll tell you who does like this loss for the Nuggets, though, is, as we see Akechi Lear thinking about the lob. But who does like this loss is everybody outside of the top 6. Because this does bring the Nuggets back to the pack. This is going to be their 6th loss. Now, everyone outside of the top 4 has at least 6 losses, but no more than 9, and that's the Hawke's Bay Hawks in last place. And that, to me, opens the door for any 6 of those teams to catch a run and find themselves in the top 6 at the end of the season.
Yeah, you've got the Jets, the 5 on those 4 wins. You've got the Giants and the Airs with 3 wins. That's like very interesting. Also, this will make it very interesting if Akechi Lear just stuffs the 3. Fata Paese. Moller cleans it up. Cuts the lead to 6. Good for the points percentage, though.
It certainly is.
And that'll do it. They'll just run it out in the Saints. Big 4th quarter from Elijah Pepper. And the Wellington Saints, he is our game MVP. 33 for Elijah Pepper. And the Saints win 96-90 on their home floor in Wellington.
Tremendous scoring effort by Elijah Pepper, 33 points on 63% shooting. Actually cooled off down the stretch. He was 11 for 12 at one point. He goes 1 for his last 7, but still a fantastic effort for him and the Wellington Saints. He did it from everywhere, 6 threes, 6 shots inside the arc. He had 6 rebounds and a couple of assists as well. Not a big steal day. He's leading the competition in steals as well. No steals on the day, but he did enough on the scoring ledger to secure this much-needed victory for the Wellington Saints. That's 3 wins in a row and 5 out of 6 for a Saints squad that is keeping that pressure on the top of the table and moves into 3rd position with their 8th win of the season.
Well, we've exhausted our Elijah Pepper allocation of interviews. We've already spoken to him twice this afternoon. And we're waiting for Carlin Davison to come into the huddle, I believe. Well, he walks in. We'll have a look at the match stats for you. And field goal percentages pretty good for the Nuggets. They did well to hold the Saints to 46.
But really lifted up that defense in the second half. And you see those 15 points off turnovers. That's tough. 12 offensive rebounds. That led to a number of second chance points for the Saints as well. But that free throw disparity, that's the big difference. Just a 6-point game in the end, but 12 more made free throws and twice as many attempts at the Chemist Warehouse stripe. That's really where the difference in the game was.
Carlin Davison joins us now. Carlin, Andrew Mulligan here, 15 points, 11 rebounds. More importantly, you get the win over a very, very good Nuggets team. What was it like in that second half when you just saw Elijah get off like that with his own 15-0 run?
Oh, yeah. Nah, it's no surprise. He does it at practice. He's always like that. Sorry, I'm a bit out of breath.
I don't blame you, man.
It's like you were playing a basketball game or something.
You've been doing offhand dunks with your left.
Nah, yeah. Nah, but it was good. It was good having Elijah like that, having H back and all that. It was a big game for us, and credit to the Nuggets, they didn't stop fighting. So, yeah.
Just want to talk to you a little bit about the role and how you see yourself. You've got a lot of scoring ability, but it looks like you enjoy that facilitation role a little bit more, really out there hunting for your teammates. And because of that, this Saints team must be a perfect situation for you to develop that skill set.
Yeah, AY let me pay free, so I just, I got to put my skills to work, and I love passing the ball and seeing my teammates succeed. Don't know how many I had tonight, but yeah, I love my job.
Carlin, it's a target on the back of any Saints player. This is your first year as a Saints player. You're Taranaki born and bred. What does it mean to be on the floor here, knowing that this organisation are the reigning champs, but you have the ability to help them go back to back, and how important that is to get that number 14 on that left shoulder of yours?
Yeah, it's a huge honour. When you come to Wellington, everybody gets juiced to play you. So, it means a lot, and it brings a level of professionalism to me and the club, and our goal is to win. So we hold that very high.
Excellent, Carlin. Great game, great win. Thanks so much for your time. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you guys. Have a good night.
You too. Carlin Davison, 15 points, 6 of 12 shooting, and those 11 rebounds. He was all over the glass, and it was all over the floor.
And that rebounding activity is so key. You see the double-double there. Also led the team in steals today with 3, so the activity on the other end. And can really hurt you in so many different ways. Can go as a scorer, can go as a rebounder, likes to pass that basketball, is an excellent defender. And he still is just scratching the surface of what his game's going to look like eventually. A fantastic player, and it's been quite a bit of fun to watch him in the early stages of his journey. As we take a look at the results from the round so far, Tuatara moving to the top of the table with that win. The Giants holding on to get their first road win of the season over the Hawks. The Nuggets go down in a heartbreaker to open the weekend. The Taronga 5 putting on the defensive clamps, and the Giants in their second game of the round. The Tuatara with a massive second half to overcome the Airs. The Saints, the second half come back, and to finish things, it's going to be the Sharks and the Bulls. And to take a look at the standings, the Sharks need a victory to keep pace with the Tuatara. The Tuatara are going to finish at the top of the ladder either way. The Bulls need a win to stay in the top 6. And there's this bottom half of the ladder. They're not out of it, especially with that loss to the Nuggets today.
It's going to be a big game for the Bulls. They need a win if they want to keep pace with the Nuggets, who drop a game here in Wellington on the Sal's NBL ladder. Elijah Pepper, 33 for him. The Saints get the 96-90 win. Coming up next, Sharks and Bulls from Invercargill. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday.